It's not bullying, it's exactly that. It's satire. It's what Chain Reaction did with Kamikaze's head puppet. It's just a comedy, sassy clapback. It is not bullying.
Wait a minute. If she finds it as bullying, then that's what it is to her. If the fucking witch finds it as fucking satire, that's on her. Don't tell Annette how she has to feel or how that comes across to her. If she feels bullied, then she feels bullied. What the fuck? They're all a bunch of hypocrites.
I do feel if someone, maybe she's been bullied, but whether she enjoys that bullying, I don't know, because it's all attention. But however, I don't feel anyone should be going for a disability. I don't know if that's what it is. If she has a disability or the condition, I don't know if that falls under a disability, but she does have a condition, doesn't she? And she did say people are going for that. Now, I think people can have an opinion on her. She's on social media, absolutely, but when you're going for someone's condition, it is bullying. I don't think that's right at all, So, yeah. I think she goes about stuff the wrong way. It brings trolls out more. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Watch this show. You play it, but...
Oh, did I stop it? Sorry.
You know what? Does my fucking head in, because we know what they're all about. You can go back a year, 2 years. These people are fucking bullies. You're not changing it. You're not flipping it. You're not flopping it. That's who they are. It's what they do. They can't attack on their own. They've got to stay in groups. They chat shit about everybody. And then try to say, oh, but it's this person and it's that person. She just said to show empathy, this and that. How much empathy is she showing? Or the other fucking one over there. Like, come on, give me a fucking break. You know why they get away with it, Claire? Because they shoot off their big fucking mouths and no one ever makes them accountable for what they say.
Morning.
No one goes after them to make them accountable. Because they're a big group. They're not even a big group. They're just a bunch of bullies. So they're a group, and everyone else who
guys,
goes
don't
after
forget
them
to do the heart me's. Are we on the popular?
You can keep doing over and over and over.
Yes, don't forget the heart me's, guys. We are popular number 92.
Just like she did today, you got to have some empathy. Pull up every screen recording.
I'm going to start doing
right now. I'm
going to start getting the heart me's in until we get to a certain number on the popular before we start the FYP. Yes.
They fucking mocked that person.
My leg.
Even Pigum, who sat in the box yesterday, was making fun of her, and he's made fun of her before. But then he went there because it was a 5K, and he wanted the views, and he wanted to look like that he had some type of compassion. No, you don't. You don't at all. You don't. Again, screen recordings, they're there. Your digital footprint's there. So come on. Again, we'll watch them, but it's all a bunch of shit.
Right, can we just do a quick poll, right? Who bit us bullying, all right? He isn't being derogatory. He's not doing anything... it's banter. I mean, like I say, she's sensitive anyway, so she would see it as bullying, but
banter's a two-way thing. If someone says it's bullying, then it's not banter.
Exactly.
Banter.
Why does she get to decide what's banter and what's not banter? And if Luna feels bullied, if she feels bullied, who are you to fucking tell her it's banter? But this is what they do. Again, every time you fucking see them, or it's on my FYP, they're going to get pulled up on this shit from I don't care if it's 3 years ago.
Thank you, Blondie, for the play.
Thank you so much. They're full of shit. They're trying to come across like these good, angelic people. They're not.
Can everyone follow Blondie? Pick up for that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
She does the same shit. I can't take this anymore. I'm going to go off the app because she's caused some shit and she needs her fucking way out. Or her numbers go down. Or her gifts aren't there. Usually because she's caused some type of shit.
Morning, Lucy. I know that you've messaged me, haven't you? I haven't read it yet, so I'll have a look at it when I come off.
It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, people that know you on the app know you on the app. You can try and maybe get the newbies that don't know all the shit about you and what you do, and the rest of your little crew. Maybe they might be like, oh my God, oh yeah, Miss Red, oh yeah, blah, blah. But the ones that have been around for a while, we know what you do. We know what you're all about. We've seen what you've done. So, go cry on a mountain. Nobody gives a shit. I can't wait for her next leave of absence where she cries and then makes this big fucking comeback. Can't wait.
It's banter for me, anyway. So I'm just going to do a quick poll. Happy face, it's banter.
Hey, Charlie.
Face, no. It's bullying Luna.
Okay, can I
do this quick
Oh
poll?
my God, Red, you look like a puffer fish. Ha 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 ha. It's just
Guys,
banter.
it's Charlie. What? You're not going live anymore, Charlie. I don't ever see you live. Poll, yes.
Your lips just look fucking weird. They look like, oh my God, a puffer fish. What did somebody call her before? Trout or something? Yeah, that's just banter. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Oh my God, look at her face. She looks like, you know, the people. I'm not kidding right now. You know when they put your makeup on when you pass away? Trout pout. You know when they put your makeup on, like in the funeral home? And they've got that look to them. Look at her face right now. I'm not kidding. You know when they fix you up before they put you in for the viewing? Look at her face. It looks like that face that, yeah, when they embalm you and then they come in and they put all your makeup on and then they put you in the thing. I'm not going to say the word, in the COFFIN for the viewing. That's what she looks like when they've got that thick fucking white face looking thing.
There you are, Sayana.
Oh
Sayana, I messaged you this morning and said, have you got your videos and everything else? Because I thought today was Sunday.
She just gave me the creeps right there for a second. It's like how they fix you up before they put you in. Annabelle from Conjuring, maybe. Actually, there is quite the resemblance, I agree.
It's only banter, guys. It's only banter.
No, she just gave me a little step back there for a minute. She just looks like something they would, when you get all made up and then they put you in your whatever. Yeah, in that picture, I think maybe it's the lighting. Yeah, it could be. Sorry, Ricochet.
Here we go, guys. We've got 5,000 people. Please vote. So, John in the middle of the ocean is here. Happy face, it's banter. Sad face, it's bullying.
Morning, Beverly. It's all banter.
And of course, when we open the boxes, please come in the box and have your opinion.
Just a minute, please.
Oh.
Is it Lisa? Where'd she go? Guys, let me play with the trolls. Come on.
And thank
Where
you,
did she
Blondie,
go?
for that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so
Can
much.
you leave me a troll in the chat, please, next
Thank
time?
you, CB.
Leave me a troll. Sorry, Ricochet. Lisa left. It's going to have some fun.
Someone just said weird banter. Oh my god, all these beefs on TikTok. Thank you, Shabella, darling. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts, by the way. Right, where are we? Oh, guys, we're number 2 on the popular. Thank you so much. How did we get
I also forgot to mention this. I don't think I've got the video. But did anyone see Luke's live yesterday? Because was it yesterday? Because that's when I was busy. I don't think I watched him. But is it true that a certain individual's mum's passed away? That was recent, wasn't it? I'm a little bit confused. So, yeah, so a certain individual's mum has passed away, and Luke decided it was appropriate to play Titanic. I'm not laughing at I'm laughing at the song choice. I mean, come on. Oh, it wasn't his mum, it was his friend's mum? Well, okay, you know what? I've had 5 people die that I know yesterday. Yeah, I had my friend's mum, my auntie's cousin, my uncle's friend. Yeah. His aunt. I thought it was his mum. Oh, right. Now people are saying grandma. No. Luke definitely said his mum. His mum's mum. Yeah, well, I thought it was a very inappropriate song to play Titanic because the bloody Titanic sunk.
Oh, guys, we're number 2 on the popular. Thank you so much. How did we get up there? Thank you. Right, okay, so 1.1k believe that it's banter and 153 people don't think it's banter. Okay, let's carry on playing the rest of the video. Thank you, everybody. Aww.
Imagine asking a room full of bullies if you think it's bullying. It's crazy.
Again,
You didn't get a
the people that
notification.
know her, the stuff she's done. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, go to YouTube. And you can't change that. And she still does it. She just has other people going and do it for her. Angie, can you tell next stroll you'll squash them like a buck? Oh, yes.
I think they're using a net as a weapon.
Right, so let me just get a message because somebody is telling me on WhatsApp. Oh, excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Right, it is. Oh. What's this video I got? FYP running. Max has a say on Chippy and he's not squeaky clean. Is that a new video? Yes, it is. Let me save that. Right. Okay, so Canadian Angie's reacts to the red one.
I think when they all jumped into that box, like it was fucking crazy, to be honest. Corey getting involved, I'll get Luke in on this. Why? You guys all made fun of her last week. Why? Why do you even have to get anyone involved in anything? She was doing a live on her bullying and her
Thank you,
experience.
Beth. Thank you. We're 68 on the popular.
From like fucking 6 months ago where she did the same thing. They try to go in to make it appear that they're good people. Like, oh, look, Luke went in. Oh, look, Red was there and she's... Oh, bless Cockapoo. That's what they want. That's why they did it.
And the fact there was 5k in there as well.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah. But they do.
I agree. I totally agree that people went in there because it was 5k and it was to make, certain people look good. Absolutely. I mean, I tried to get in there and I got blocked. Yeah, that I keep talking on that, and I keep saying, because I never spoke on this woman, never spoke to this woman. I just thought it was ludicrous that you're blocking me but allowing people that have said the most on you, and that was a mod that blocked me, and I don't know why she banned that mod that kicked me out that live. Yes, ban you.
They're like these great people.
So, and because of the reason that the people that she put in the boxes had done the most to her, and I've got to have my opinion is that she did it for the views and the clout and everything else, and the reason that, and she wants to join the raggy dolls is for that reason, is because the views and everything else, because it doesn't make sense why you'd let people in the boxes have done the most to you and then kick someone out that's never spoken on you, so why kick me out? And that's because I'm not associated with the raggy dolls, and I think she's so desperate to get in with the raggy dolls, she don't want to jeopardize that and put me in. So that's what I think. I think it's all attention seeking. That's all it is. She wasn't going to go because I think if you're going to go live, thank you so much, JJ, thank you. If you're going to go live and say, I'm leaving, leave already. You would leave, and just say, listen, I'm going to shut down now, bye. And thank you for everyone's support, blah, blah, blah. But she then decided to open her boxes. And I just thought, here we go. She's going to open her boxes because she wants people to say, please don't go, please don't go, please don't go. And then in the boxes, she even turned around and said, guys, do you want me to go? Of course, they're not going to say yes. They're going to say no. So that's why, so she hasn't gone. It was all just a big, it was pathetic, wasn't it? It was all just big drama. And but I've only heard about this woman, Luna. I don't know much about, I haven't spoken to her, but but from what I've just seen, I think she did it for the clout and all of that. And I don't think she cares about this side bullying her as long as she gets a platform out of it and gets gifted. And I think Fat Freak was right. Listen, I can't stand Fat Freak gifted. That day she got £168.
Understanding people. Even that fucking Mel Moon, man, I've heard her. She's got quite the mouth, and she's going after EQ. So, I mean, again, I don't care. To be honest, I don't care. Couldn't care less. Whatever. Couldn't care. Don't care.
And I don't think she does care about bullying. I don't think she really cares. Because she allowed that in her box, didn't she? So, yeah. I've really gone off her.
Leaving there.
I mean, you know, this app, right? This app, it does, you know, makes me laugh. And I'm not one of these people where no one gives a shit about the bullying on here. You know, people play this victim and, you know, I've been through this, I've been through that. I'm triggered by what you've said, you've affected me and all this kind of thing. And they trauma dump and they're sitting there talking about the trolls that they, you know, the trolling they're getting and all of this shit. But at the end of the day, they don't care about the trolling. They don't care about what they've gone through. Yeah, they want to play that victim, and everyone is doing it for views and gifts. No other reason but for views and gifts. You know, because there's an exit button. Leave if you don't want to be on here. If you're so affected, leave. You know, people use everybody. People use this person, that person, all for gifts and for the clout. That's all it is. Do you know what I mean? And like, for example, I've got a lot of haters on here, a lot, right? And they use the raggy dolls to, you know, to get a platform because of the hatred they have for me. You know, a lot of people do it. You know, or they'll go live or they'll start talking on me, saying how they're affected by me. But they're not affected by me. They're talking on me because they've got no other content, because it brings them the views in, you know. So just remember, everything that people do, they have no one has moles on the set. Not one person has moles on the set. So when she's sitting there saying I'm being horrifically trolled and all the shit, with there's an exit button, you can come off TikTok. But it's all for sympathy. This is what people that come in and talk about their trauma, sympathy. Yeah, listen, even though it's terrible what they've gone through and it's something they'll probably never forget, however, they talk on it on this app for sympathy, so they can get gifted. And I don't care what anyone says, it's a fact.
And I feel like
Luke said about me, about what? Thank you, Michaela. But I haven't even spoken about anything for a while. You know, I've actually been in a good place for a while. I'm not sitting here crying. I'm not sitting here talking about this trauma and that trauma. I'm simply doing the FYP. So I don't know why. Is that what Lucas said? That's me? No, that's them. That's what they do. You know, they all have these Cobra calls and all of this. This is what we're going to do today. You know what I mean? And there's Luna. She's now joined the raggy dolls because she knows that's where the money is. That's where the views are. You know, I go against the grain, and that's not because I'm doing that deliberately, you know, to be out there. I do that because I'm not going to go with people that I don't agree with. I will stand on my morals. So I'll never be friends with certain people knowing they have no morals. No, I couldn't do that. And I couldn't just listen. I could have easily like associated with the Reggae Dolls and got on there and got, you know, but no, because I stand on morals. I'm not going to do that. So I think people are trying to join them for a platform, for the views, for the gifts, no other reason. And that's what Luna was doing right here.
At this point, it doesn't matter how much you like them, right? How much you feel that they've done. Okay, when someone's at this point, I think, you know, we need to have a little bit of empathy as humans. Do you know what I mean?
You know me, I can't keep my mouth shut. So when somebody reaches a point, so Annette reached a point where she apparently...
Oh, hello, Max. Max, I've got a video of you that I'm going to play as well. Somebody sent it to me on WhatsApp about Chippy. Was that recent? I'll play that afterwards.
Is being bullied so much that she felt that she can't handle it anymore. She has to come off the app because trolls and bullying. And she just couldn't take it, and how this has to stop.
Yesterday.
And this one's saying, you know, when it gets to this point, you should have some empathy. I think you know where I'm all going with this. So when she decided to share all of Zach's pictures that he had sent to her, when she decided to call Fact Freak to get him investigated because she was sure he was a wrongin' and dig up everything you can on this guy, where was her empathy? Where was her empathy then?
I'm going to play that in a minute after this one, Max, so stick around because you might want to jump in the box. I mean, it's up to you, but I'll play it after this video.
Again, I'm not, this is why they fucking hate me. I'm not lying. Where was her empathy then? Where did it stop? It didn't. It didn't stop. Where was the empathy there? This guy sent you pictures of very graphic things that had happened to him. This guy was on the edge of, he could have unalived himself. Instead of, like Fact Freak said, instead of getting him help.
Oh, I did say that.
You wanted Fact Freak to go do a deep dive on him. In your own words, you said you were going to let him destroy everything you had done on TikTok. So you were willing to take a man who could have unalived him. So where was your empathy then? You didn't have any. So take your little act and go shove it in the back closet because nobody cares. People that have been on this app and know what you're all about, and then you want to sit here and say, she's being trolled.
Yeah, we'll have to do breakfast again, Max. I enjoyed that breakfast.
Apparently.
It was a nice little cafe.
A guy was going to unalive himself. There was no empathy there. But let's have empathy over here. Because, you know, she's being trolled. And she wants to leave the app. This one now says at this point, where's the empathy? She sure as hell doesn't fucking have any. I think they think we have amnesia, or I don't know what she thinks, that we've forgotten all the shit that she's done. I haven't. So when she comes up with these type of stories, like, oh, sorry, I have a candy in my mouth. When there's this, that, and the other thing, let's all have empathy. Well, you didn't have empathy for anyone. So do you see the hypocrisy? And they don't like it. Because then she'll do her, well, Canadian Angie, don't talk about me because I'm bringing up facts. And if you want me to go and get the screen recordings, I'll get them. That's why you guys can't stand me. And I don't care. Because it's the truth. And you guys don't like it. No one here is kissing your ass. And you don't like it. Sorry, Ricochet.
Do you not think when they had the net in a box twice last week?
Thank you, everyone, for the harmonies. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Corey, belittle her and mock her. Do you not, and exposing that to 3K, do you not think that encourages people to bully her?
100%. And even Cockerpoo, who was in there, said, well, you wouldn't have come in the box in front of 3.5K until it was just crazy. And now she wants to sit here and say everyone should have empathy after everything you've done. And again, bring up screen recordings. No one's pulling it out of their ass to come after you. It's the truth. You can tag FYP Ken. Sorry, Ricochet.
Yeah.
If someone is showing, whether you believe it or not, you have to have a little bit of empathy. It's what makes us human. You know.
Thank you, Athena. Thank you, guys.
I've absolutely just come to the end of my tether. I've just had enough. Thank you, Shaz. The problem is see if I can get hold of her number. Charlie, thank you. TikTok needs to change what happens on the app. It's way too easy for people to make multiple accounts on this app. One of you are over there.
Thank you, Siobhan.
To troll people, to bully people. You block them. You follow advice.
You know, I think she's talking about trolls that have no picture, no face behind them, because she said she had gone to the police and the police won't do anything. I said it yesterday. The police will do something if they know who it is. It depends on what they're doing, what they're saying, if it's repetitive, all that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So they're either not doing anything, they know who it is because they don't consider it as harassment, malicious communications. They don't consider any of that, or they just don't know who they are, and that's a problem. But you'll never ever stop that on TikTok. But I feel that the biggest trolls on TikTok are the creators themselves, because creators have a big platform. So you know what they say, what they put out there. People do listen to. People, they can incite hatred among another creator, with another creator, and that's the problem. I've seen creators saying, guys, go over and troll Angie, go over and troll this person, that person, go and put this in the comments, you know what I mean? It could be something really horrible, you know what I mean? So they are the biggest trolls, I think, is the creators, inciting hatred on this app, where it does bring out the trolling, like what happened with my family kind of thing, my sister and things, and like all of a sudden I was getting these disgusting messages because what was said from another creator. Yeah. Hey Max, I'm gonna play this video after Max. None of these people care, by the way. None of these people really care. You know what I mean? They don't. I mean, I did have a bit of empathy at the beginning. I mean, I don't now, but at the beginning I did. But none of them care. Or they're all there for the views. And, you know, people jump in someone's box because they want recognition. Well done for that, you know. And yes, you know, I was watching her comments, and even the comments were saying well done to that person, well done, and that's why they get in the box for that praise. They need that praise to say, oh, well done, amazing, you know. I mean, remember that Hannah, when I got into the box of Hannah, you'll never find that on the FYP. Not that I want it on the FYP or anything, because that's you know, something that's personal, you know what I mean? However, thank you, Lisa. None of them will talk on it and say, oh, Angie did really good, or, oh no, they won't say that. Instead, I got a video saying I allowed that woman to dox her address. Instead of saying, oh, Angie helped that lady, you know, remember Hannah in the box? No, it was, oh my God, Angie allowed that woman to dox her address. Well, I'm so sorry, love, but if there's an emergency, I don't really care about doxing. If there's, you know, if this woman needs an ambulance, she needs an ambulance immediately, whether that means doxing her address or not, you know. So, thank you, Evil Paddy. They love all the negativity, yeah.
Yeah, I know it is. He taught me. Alright, beautiful, thank you. To change the bullying. She's going to contact Luke now and see if we can have a chat. Bullying happening already.
If somebody was sincere about leaving, they'll go live and say, listen, you know, I appreciate everyone's support. I love you all, blah, 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 and thank you, these people, however, you know, I am being bullied on social media. I can't deal with it. So I think for my own mental health, my own well-being, I'm going to leave the app. I wouldn't open my boxes. I would leave it there and I'll say, thank you, everybody. What else can you say? But I am going to be shutting my live down now. I'm going to deactivate my live, my account. However, you know, I might come back in a few months' time. You know, I might feel differently in a few months' time, and then I'll shut it down. I would not be opening my boxes. I wouldn't be sitting there crying my eyes out, because once you're crying your eyes out. Now you want the sympathy vote. Now you want gifts. You know, so I would have done that. Unless I wanted gifts, I might prolong it. Send all the gifts.
Climb stuff off the app, guys.
Something's got to change.
Guys, can I ask you a question though? Because now, like I say, I don't really know this. I don't want to be contributing to any bullying. But however, I'm going to have my opinion because she has put it out on TikTok. Does she get bullying? I don't know. I know that somebody has looked at her videos, and she's her own worst enemy, because you've got your comments to a video, right? And apparently they're not very nice. Well, then turn the comments off. You know, turn the comments off. That's it. Shippy has left it 87 times. Yeah, it's another thing. It's another manipulation strategy where it's I'm leaving again. Can't get probably the views, and you want people to say, please don't go. You know, and then people start gifting that person because, they're not in a good place. They want to leave. Their mental health isn't right, and all of this. You know, oh, please. But yeah, what was I saying? That was it. Yeah, about the videos, the comments. I mean, she can turn the comments off. What's the problem? Then you won't get trolled love on your videos. That's that one solved. But I don't know. Does she get trolled anywhere else? I suppose when she goes live, turn your comments off. You can do that, or just not read the comments, or you can put it on sub only. So that's that also resolved. So what's the next one? The creators. Yeah, there it is. It's right there. The creators are the ones doing it, Luna. You know, the one you put people in the boxes are the ones doing it. You know, the rest of it, you have that choice. Yeah, turn it off. Put it on sub. Turn your comments off. Resolved. Is it Annette? Oh, yeah, Net, yeah, so I call it by username.
I nearly went there 18 months or so ago. I hate TikTok. So before somebody
She actually just went.
That's probably
She
why
said,
the police have said there's nothing they can do, because she has choices, and she's not using that. She's, you know, like turning the comments off and all that kind of shit. Do you know what I mean? And then you're not going to get trolled. But some people like to be trolled because they like to be the victim. I'm not saying that's the case here, but some people do enjoy it.
I went there.
Thank you, Blondie. Thank you for that. I appreciate the gift. Thank you so much.
But what about Zach?
Thank you, Athena.
Like, I just don't. I don't get it.
And don't forget, guys, I think is at the end of the month, what we're in August. Yeah, end of the month we do still be doing our mod of the month. Yes.
At all. I'm sorry. I just don't. It was pre-planned. They was bullying her, not like Caroline. They were bullying her last week, or earlier this week, or last week. And then we put it on the FYP, and we spoke about FYP.
Listen, everybody wants a platform on this, on here, right? If you go live, get into people's boxes, yeah, everyone wants a platform. And they probably use me, and they use this person, that person to try and get it, or use their trauma even to try and get that platform. This is what it's about, wanting a platform, wanting views and wanting gifts. That's what TikTok is about, you know? So it's sometimes hard to have empathy when you feel that someone is just attention seeking or doing it for other reasons. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people that do on here, you know, they do it for other reasons, and that is to get gifted, and eventually to get gifted the views, wanting a platform. That's all it is about. Nobody wants anything else but that. No one cares.
They're like, oh, well, you weren't being bullied, and they were bullying her all over again. So make it make sense. And she's sitting there telling everyone to have empathy. Where was your empathy? She's a fucking bully, man.
Yeah, where's her empathy when she allows someone in the box to tell me to have a wash? Where's the empathy when people are talking on Zach? Yeah, it just the way I just saw it as a hate life. You know what I mean? And that's all it was.
She's a bully.
on this app, something needs to change. The comments are terrible. They're not anymore because you guys are over there.
People, I'm sick of people keep going on about comments. Shut up about the comments. You aren't going to change that. I might have a horrible comment on here. I have mods. I have about 16 mods. But if they don't see it, they don't see it. You know, I'm sick of people saying Angie's got the worst platform, or Zach's got the worst platform, whoever it is, because of a comment that someone has put here. If the mods don't see it, they don't see it. I don't always have 17 mods on. I might just have 2 mods on. I might just have 1 mod on. I might just, as soon as I come on, have no mods on. You know, I don't see it. You cannot blame the host for the comments. You can't blame the people. I mean, people that put horrible comments, they're trolls. Majority of the time, they're on a fake account, 00 account, right? They've created an account to troll people. You're never going to stop that. Never. Stop reading the comments. You got him saying about, oh, look at the comments, they're terrible. Here's a thought. Turn them off. Sorry. Turn them off. It's then resolved. Done. You don't have to see the comments. When you go into someone's box, you can swipe left, swipe right, or whatever it is, and you won't see the comments. I'm sick of even people saying in the boxes, right? I'll get someone in the box saying, oh, these comments are horrible. They're really hating on me. And I'll say, well, you can turn them off. Just swipe left and you won't see them. But we are doing our best to block any hate. We don't block out opinions, but if it was a hateful comment, that will be muted and blocked. Right? But they'll sit there saying, oh, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. Then stop complaining. Stop complaining about the comments. People are their own worst enemy. You can turn the comments off. You can slide, swipe left or right, whatever it is, to not see the comments when you're in the box. If Luna thinks she's been bullied by these comments, turn them off. But no, you want to sit there and you want everyone to see the comments you're getting, because now you're this victim. Yeah, you are now a victim that you want everyone to see the comments you're receiving, which everyone gets. I get, Miss Red gets, CA gets. We all get a horrible comment at one point. You know what I mean? So you cannot sit there, play victim and have the comments on. when you have a choice, and that's to turn them off.
In the last 18 months or so, and especially in the last 6 months.
Can I just say something? I just can't with the lips. Is it just me?
I tried to have a few weeks ago and
there's something I don't know what it is. I just can't do it.
She reads all the comments.
It's like they're all in the middle.
She can put it on sub.
I'm sorry.
No wonder that police aren't going to do anything, because when you have got choices, you want those trolls. You want those trolls. You want those trolls because you want to be the victim of bullying. Yeah? When you have a choice. And that's how I see it. God, everyone wants to be a victim.
Maybe too much filler this time. I don't know. I'm not kidding. There's just they're just two big blobs in the middle. That's not a lip flip, man. That's fucking too much fucking filler in there. I'm just looking at her and I'm seeing the sides of her mouth and then just two puffy things in the middle. That's terrible. Trout pout. Oh my God, I love the trout pout.
Trout pout.
Trout pout. That's going to be the name now, trout pout. There we go. It's a backflip. It's more like a fucking... Anyway, sorry, go on.
Someone has put, Angie, have you gone in there people's rooms? It's wild. Your room is non-biased in the comments, to be honest. Yeah, people say that mine are the worst, but they're not. You know, they're in it. She won't go police because she has scammed people and got a community to bully people who spoke. Scammed people. I got...
There's so much toxicity always.
11:11, guys, make a wish. I mean, you know, if you was to make a wish, right? Can it include someone falling down the stairs and breaking their neck? Or does it have to be a nice wish? I'm joking, guys. I'm joking.
Something needs to change. God, I'm leaving TikTok. I'm leaving. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, so that was a renouncement, guys. That was a renouncement, and everybody like that showed a love and went there and they said something kind to her. She needed it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Luna was so upset. Lives battling, jumping in boxes all day yesterday. Yeah, exactly. She brings it on herself. My advice to Luna is to come off the app, and take a break, and then come back. But now you're jumping in boxes. It's, I just think she's trying to be relevant. I just don't buy it.
Thank you, Ash. Whether you like somebody or not,
however, I've always said no one should be mocking a disability. No one should be doing that. No.
Learning curve for me as well, I'm not going to lie. Because I sit here every day and I judge creators and I have my opinions on creators. And maybe at times I have been a little bit harsh and things like that. So it either makes me realise that when you see
what a fucking liar. What a liar. Keep her words in mind as this FYP continues, please. I might have been a bit harsh at times with certain creators. Keep those words in the back of your head as this FYP continues. Keep them in the back of your head.
So it was sad to see, but well done everybody for going in there and showing a love. Because like I say, whether you like somebody or not, I'm not sat here and I spoke about her and things like that, you know what I mean? Whether you like somebody or not, when it doesn't matter how many times, they've said they're going to leave and they'll come back, when they're in that state, just a little bit of empathy, it goes a long way. Kindness costs nothing, do you know?
Remember that, Red. Kindness costs nothing. Remember that, Red. Kindness costs nothing. Remember. And guys, remember what she just said.
When you are a creator and you do TikTok, things emotionally do get to you,
Oh, no, they don't. No, how could they? Because you're going to defend Alex later on. So how could things get to you, like trauma response? But we'll get to that when we get to your screen, let's talk about that. Sorry, Ricochet.
When it's coming from all angles.
Right.
No.
Okay.
Everybody, if you're doing TikTok, suffers with it. Do you know what I mean? And you think the only way out is by leaving. It's gonna all go away. But then you think you've built up an amazing community. Don't want to leave. Why should I have to leave? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, if you don't like something.
People shouldn't have to leave the app, but however it is affecting you the way it is affecting her, then she should leave. That is the answer. See, with me, I pay my tax, so it's not cheap. So I kind of think I've got this dilemma now that I have to pay a lot of tax back. I'll just pay it once a month on my money plan. So I'd still have to pay that if I left. So I do feel like I'm in a bit of a dilemma. I can't leave. I am stuck and trapped. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go into the next video, right? This is Max. Max has a say on Chippy, and he's not squeaky clean. Okay. I don't know if I've got the video here. Let me just have a look.
Days off.
I'm sure I saved it. I don't think I saved it.
Days off.
I think they're using a net.
Don't mind me doing a live on it.
Right.
Just admit.
I think they're using a net.
Okay, so we're just gonna I'll just play it from here. I'll just take this off for a second. Okay, so I've got it on my phone. So it says here, Max has a say on Chippy, and he's not squeaky clean.
Money to fix his teeth. He didn't have money to get new glasses. His glasses were broke. So everybody was sitting there gifting. And guess what Chippy spent the money on? Fishing stuff. Is that not taking money by deception? For one. Chippy also says here.
Your receipts that he spent that on fishing stuff.
He said it himself. I'm sure I can find the video somewhere. He also sat there moaning.
Yeah, Candy, he did say that.
I'm so poor. I got my son a takeaway this week, but I didn't have none. I had a sandwich. Jumped in Alex's box when he was friends with Frankie. Had people sending him gifts and money to his PayPal so he could get a takeaway. But yet 3 days before told people, me and my son are having a Domino's this week and I'm only getting it because my ex-wife works for the NHS and gets 50% off. Where's the next thing? Sat there spitting at his phone, cursing a woman.
This isn't yesterday's?
Because she has a drink after working all week. The list is endless. The man is such a hypocrite, honest to God.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I saw some of the comments.
I agree with what she's saying here because Chippy, right, when he gifted me when I was doing the leaderboard, he gifted me, I think, a wolf, or was it 2? I'm not too sure, which is, I don't know how much that would be. But anyway, it wasn't a lot. But then we fell out, okay? And then he went on and on and on and on about this wolf he'd sent me, how, the money he'd sent me. And I was like, oh my God, do you want a refund? And I think I said, well, piss off. I'm not giving you a refund. I can't remember if I said I agreed to it. 60 quid, okay. I don't know if I agreed to giving him the money back or if I decided, no, you sent it to me. I can't remember what I said now. But however, he went on and on about it. And then he said he got a loan out to get me that wolf. That's what he said. He got a loan out to give me that. Now, I don't believe he did that. I think he's a liar, And then obviously, I feel sorry for me kind of, thingy bob. And even if he did, that's on him. That's not on me. I never told you to get a loan out. I never told you to gift me either. That was on him. And because we fell out, he started, he threw that in my face. Shall we, sorry, who was in the box? I'm going to play the rest of the video.
And I believe her point is that how can he be talking about Zach if he's,
Has that gone to the beginning? I'm not sure.
I mean, done things with money that he didn't say he was going to do with it, Said one thing, did another.
Hypocrisy coming out of that guy's mouth is unreal. Like, sits there and says, right, there's a prime example. Nobody should be showing Annette when she's crying and at her worst. It's disgusting. However, he was prepared to sit there and play a video of Lucy when Alex called her the worst on this app, called her a pedo, when Chippy was friends with her for 18 months or more, was willing to meet up with this woman to go to the park with their children, but no one should play a net crime, but he happily played that of Lucy in a box crying, defending herself on his platform, knowing the woman, and didn't stick up for her once.
Let's not forget as well, Max, that let's not forget also, Max, that he's now leached onto, well, I don't know, I've not seen him on the platform, but Michelle is who is a huge gifter, and every time I see her live, you'll see Chippy in the box. You will see Chippy in the box. And I don't believe that they've got that friendship. I think he's friends with her purely based on that the fact that he gives her. She gives him.
Show's playing that video of Thomas with Thomas the Tank Engine in the background.
Yeah.
But yet yesterday, out of respect, he wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
Really?
Every day, yeah.
Like, absolutely not. Get out of here.
And Dan's just put in the comments that he was gifting her while
What?
Yeah, I don't know what Lucy. No, I think
like
Lucy. I don't think they're talking about the singer Lucy. I'm talking about. I think they're talking about the Lucy in my comments.
That's all.
Dan's just put in the comments that he was gifting her while she was doxing me and my kid.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh my
Yeah, he had an opinion on. So I don't mean keep stopping and starting it, but he had an opinion on Zach. Why? Because he's part of the Reggae Dogs and he has to keep them happy because he can't be losing their clout. And one sec, Max, I'll let you and let me play the rest of this video.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh my gosh,
Like, I would really like to know who has passed away and all of a sudden made that cretin god of the app. Because that's what he thinks he is. And then he was in a live yesterday. I've got the recording of it actually. And people were asking him about being in the clique, rah-de-rah-de-rah. He's like, I'm not in the clique. They don't mention me. When they mention FYP pages, you're a liar there, Chippy, because they always mention you. They only mention Alex and Corey and a few others, but they don't mention me. And the day they come in and give me either a universe or a lion, then I'll say I'm in the clique. Manipulation there, Chippy. Everyone can see what you're doing. You Poncer Society. Get out. I mean, Michelle dropped him a uni and then he bitched that he didn't get all of the money.
I said that, didn't I? Didn't he say something on the lines of Max that, oh, thanks, Michelle, but you could have sent it to me by PayPal because TikTok take the 60%. Didn't he also say something like that?
He went and checked how much it cost and said, oh, I didn't get that.
I wish Max would say how she really feels.
that is so weird to say.
Oh, Tim, you know I have no problem saying.
Look at Hungry Guy, Max. You're my new favorite person.
I just say it as it is, Hungry Guy, but, because I don't go live and this, that, the other, nobody hears it. But I did do a live on Chippy yesterday and pick out all of his hypocrisy. Every single last piece of it.
It's very difficult, this app, though, because I think the more you talk on someone, the more clout you can give them. And for some reason, people start gifting them. You know what I mean? It's a very difficult one. Sometimes it's best not to give them any oxygen. Do you know what I mean? But however, you want people to know the truth also. Exactly, Shona.
No, you don't, Mrs. Ads. But he was like, oh, she paid £380 and all I got of that was 160. That's ridiculous. She should have just put it in my PayPal. Is that not begging?
Oh my goodness, that's insane to say.
That's stupid. No one has to gift anyone, number one, so
Wait.
you should just
Exactly.
be
Wait
You're
a minute,
grateful,
Max,
you know?
wait a minute. To be fair, Max, you have to.
Oh, there's Pockers. I got your message earlier. Hope you're okay. I'll come into you. Come and give you support. Are you on tonight?
Listen, I don't have a problem with Chippy, besides what he did to you, and Lucy and Charmaine. But for months and months and months and months, he said that people who battle were begs, and people who do, they're all begs and terrible and beggars, beg. And then Max got in with Gracie, and Gracie made her do like she had to do like once a month, like a stupid battle. And
no, what it was because I was a new joiner to the agency, they was doing like a competition, and somebody that had said they took part dropped out. So Gracie messaged me and she's like, Max, will you do this? And I'm like, no, not really. I'm not here for that. I don't do it. She's like, oh, please. She said, it's like you and somebody else from our agency and 2 other people from another agency, and the team with the highest score goes through, when in fact it wasn't that. It was the person from each team with the highest score went through. He followed me around this app for weeks, calling me Maid Marian, Robin Hood. And I said to everybody, don't come in and do anything, just tap my screen. That's all I wanted. But he followed me around and he called me Maid Marian, Robin Hood for weeks. He slated Karma Kaz.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
To high heaven for doing that. I'm not.
It was anybody who battled. He thought it was, and I hate to say it because we had a lot of fun with Chippy, but
I don't know if you want me to play the rest of that, Max. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, Angie.
Want me to play the rest of that video? There's about 3 minutes.
You can do. It's just me just telling the truth. Like, he called all these people that do battles and stuff beggars, but then he went and jumped in and was doing box battles in Dames and somebody else's. Like, he's a hypocrite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He slags women off for having a drink, and he's sitting there doing it himself now. He spat at his phone talking about Shazzy D. Shazzy D works 6-7 days a week. She picks up those that have passed away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he called him a pred, didn't he?
Yeah, but he willfully sat there with Lucy for 18 months, 2 years, and he sat there and did not say a word when Alex said that she was a pedalo, because in my box, when he got in, I can't even remember what was going on, but Alex jumped in and said something, and Lucy said to him, oh, shut up and go and see your child.
Yeah.
And he called her a pedalo. So Lucy was in this box defending herself one day, and she was distraught. And he's like, I can't have an opinion on this. It'd be biased. But Lucy's done nothing to him, Ange. And he was happily to sit with her for 18 months, 2 years, and even try and plan to meet up so their kids could go out for the day. But he sat there and didn't say, look, I've got a problem with Lucy now. However, I do know her and she's not like that.
Yeah.
Like when he called you what he called you, we hadn't fell out, but I wasn't talking to you as such.
Yeah.
But I still pulled him on it. I said you can call Angie many things on this app, but you can't call her that.
Yeah. I mean, he's an aggressive guy, isn't he? The way I see Chippy is a manipulator. He manipulates people. Like
he does. And listen, I speak to his sister, and I've got permission to say it, and that's why he fell out with his sister and brother.
Carry on. Yeah, carry on.
Because his sister and brother was sat with me, and he asked them to choose between me and him, and because they wouldn't let him manipulate them, he told them they were no longer his family. And that's a fact.
Wow.
So, this is the lovely man. And how many times can one man apologise for doing things wrong, but still do them over and over again? Because that's what he's doing.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Surely if you're saying sorry for something you've done, you should learn from that and not do it again. But he does it again and again and again and again.
He slagged all the raggy dolls off, didn't he? He slagged them all off.
He had the most to say about Alex when you and Alex were beefing, when Chippy used to come in here. He had the most to say about him. And when Alex put your face on Jimmy Savile and stuff, he had the most to say about him.
Exactly. it's weird, isn't it? But I think now he's because he's got a platform, or a little one. They don't really care. Don't want to hear about the people that stood by him. But you know what I mean. You don't want to know those people anymore. You know what I mean? Because now he's now just interested in the money and all that. But I don't think he gets a lot of money, does he?
Can I ask Max something? Sorry, Max, did you say that he fell out with his actual real brother and sister because they were still talking with you?
Yeah.
What, so he made his one family choose between somebody off TikTok or he's falling out with them? What? He's such a control freak.
Yeah, there's most to say about Red, most to say about most of them, right? So he's either lied about that or he still means what he's saying, but he's...
No, but he apologised for that, Ange, so it's okay.
He used to be a proper die-hard hater of AB, Red, all of them. Like, he used to... And then if anybody started talking to them or was being all right with them, he would be kicking off, going, oh, you're two-faced, you're fake. Like, he's the biggest one out of all of them. I remember when you just fallen out with Chippy Ange, and I'd literally fell into... to Tim's live by accident, right? And he was like, what's that CUNT coming in here for? Literally, like, blew up. He kicked off because I fell into Tim's live, but I didn't even fall out with Tim, neither did you, Ange. Do you know what I mean?
Hang on. Oh, Hayley, listen, I got blamed for doing that, and then it was Pearl, and then it was a video came out of him months before of him saying he done it to himself. So at this stage, I'm not sure who's done what or Doc's what of these when there's videos of him saying he's done it himself.
The fact of it, Max, he's not going to able to get this person out. We've got a platform now from the Raggy Dolls. He needs to keep them. He needs to keep, being friends with them. Otherwise, he loses his platform.
Yeah, but listen, Ange, right is right and wrong is wrong, right? If someone came into my live and said the same as what Alex said about Lucy, about Chippy, I'll shut it down and say, look, you can say a lot about him, but no, that's not it. Like, don't be doing that. Just because I don't talk to him, I wouldn't let that be said. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's a control freak. Well, he never goes for a man. He never really goes for a man or woman. Yeah, he spent years that he was going to phone social services on her.
Because Ange, he said, oh yeah, Linz, you better have your house in order because I'm calling social services. And me and you clapped back, Ange, saying, well, we'll call social on you. And he was like running around like the proper victim, saying that me and you were threatening social on him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was viral to Linz, yeah. He wanted the money back that you sent me, the wolf. He wanted that back, I think. No, that's it. He said he got a loan. It was a 60 quid.
It was PayPal credit, Ange. So he sent you 2 wolves, and he said he got himself into debt with PayPal credit.
But he done that because he didn't want Alex to beat Angie. That's the only reason he done it.
Absolute nerve cracker.
So all these opinions he had of them. So did he lie about them?
Look what Billy's put. Remember, Angie, you made Chippy a full-grown man cry.
Okay.
Well, he said that, yeah. when he was trying to go for me, and he thought that I was still in supporting Angie, doing this, that, the other. He said, you're meant to be my friend and you know everything she's done for me. She made me cry. And you're still fucking supporting her.
Ange has that effect.
Doesn't it?
But the thing is, I wasn't not talking to Angie. I just stopped going in when all that stuff was going on with Alex in the beginning because it was draining for everybody. So God knows what it was doing. Haylins, like, God knows what it was doing for Angie, but it was draining. Like, every day, the same thing. Alex going for Angie getting in a state. Like, it was draining, mentally and physically. So God knows what it done to her. And I just couldn't keep seeing her go through it. But Angie being Angie, and let's face it, we'd all like to put our hands in the phone and throttle her. She won't listen, and she just wouldn't block him.
It is Shazzy. He has a temper on him. Makes you question about certain things, really.
He's really aggressive. Like, how much of a control freak is that? Like, saying to your own brother and sister, if you're still all right with Max off TikTok, then I'm not. Like, so he's literally fell out with his own real life brother and sister.
Listen, he even messaged his brother and said to his brother, when I said his name, and he come on and he's like, oh, you know, she's give it out and rah rah rah, and my mum was on my Facebook. Well, nobody knew who that was. And his brother messaged him and he went, well, go and see your friend Max. I'm sure she really cares. But there's a video of him admitting before even Pearl doxed him that he done it himself. He told everybody his name. So at this stage, who was it? Was it me? Was it Pearl? Or was it yourself? It can't be like all of them. It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, because when Pearl doxed them, like, this is going back a year and a half ago, and a lot of people still have all screenshots. Like, people remember everything on TikTok, like, even the smallest of detail.
Yeah, but then he put in a comment, well, actually, no, it wasn't Max. Pearl done it first. But then and then the video comes out where he's saying it wasn't Pearl. I actually doxed myself. So, who is it? Who is it? Was it me? Was it Pearl? Or was it yourself?
Yeah.
But he said, did you know Kale slept with Chippy? Who's Kale?
Sorry, one second. Kales. No, I think that's a troll. I don't know whether that's true.
I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, he's definitely.
He doesn't really get the money, does he? I mean, should we see how much money Chippy has made?
Yeah, but Ange, on average, like,
an angry little man.
When he's getting like people in, you know, all the click view, not the raggy dog viewers, like sometimes he's making 60, 70 quid, like sometimes in one like day. Do you know what I mean? And then he goes on about the DWP and are you reporting this to social services? But are you reporting your like extra earnings to Universal Credit, Chippy? Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to report everything to them.
Yeah, exactly. You do. He's made. Is it the
first? Look, Blue Rose has put Chippy did it himself in DHB's box about 4 years ago.
Well, he made £75 yesterday, so he's not really making money, is he? I mean, I know. Of course, he'd want to make more than that, but it's not really.
Listen, good luck to him, whatever he's making, Ange. But however, you can't go on and keep digging people out when your hands ain't clean yourself, and you've done some of the nasty things on this app as well. Like, be fair.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, how can he say you, Sophie, Levi, and I don't know who else was there, and Zach are bad for Cam 2 in Luna when she was crying, when she invited everybody to do it anyway?
Well, she said the announcement. And at the beginning, she said, I just want to say, you know, morning to all the Cam 2s. I'm sure she said that. So
she said all Cam 2s are welcome, screen recorders, trolls, mods, don't block anybody.
Yeah.
Right? Were her words. But yet, before this, every day when he's on and he plays a video, if he doesn't want to see the rest of the video, he'll play a video of Luna with a bird on her shoulder, with a Thomas the Tank Engine theme in the background, and then her throwing the bird. Is that not mocking her?
They've all bullied her. They were the ones that mocked her. Cam 2.
Out of respect, yesterday he wasn't going to play that video. So what about the next time you're on? Are you going to play it again?
Yeah, Ange, and I'm sure Sophie played a clip last night, a couple of months ago, of your baby and in Red's box on a Luna account, like literally taking the piss out of her, going, you know, like the way she talks and stuff like that. So they've all fucking bullied her. Like, so I just didn't get where they're coming from, like with accusing other people of being bullies when they've probably bullied her the worst.
Exactly.
But how can he say also, don't play her when she's crying and vulnerable? He's done it to Lucy. He don't worry about when he's playing videos of Angie breaking down, crying. He's not bothered about, oh, but I don't like to see Angie cry. Well, then why are you showing the video? Because some of them people in there might not have seen it, but you're showing them now.
Exactly.
Goodness. Like, he's so angry. Like, he's really he's really aggressive over TikTok. Like, we're gonna all get pissed off, shout and scream, but he really does like take it to the next level.
That's not Corey, guys. I think that's Matt. Sorry, in the comments. There's a bully in here. No, that's Matt, guys.
Yeah, that is Matt.
Yeah,
Oh,
what do you
shit.
want, Matt? Take that photo off and you can get in. Yeah.
It's Corey. No, I think it's Matt because he follows me and I don't like.
Yeah.
It's definitely Matt that.
That's Matt. Look, I'll put them in, you'll see it's Matt. Hello, Matt.
How you doing, Angie? Good.
Can you take the photo down?
I mean, I can swap the photo.
It's triggering my viewers. Oh, God. Yeah, but you know what? I was going to say is, Max, like I said, he don't want to know any of his friends anymore because he's got this platform and he needs to keep it. So he needs to keep him with the raggy dolls.
The thing is, when he started doing the FYP, it was Charmaine and Lucy that were getting up before they had to find videos to send him to play on that. And they didn't do nothing to him. The only reason that he fell out with them is because, once again, they chose to continue to sit with me after I fell out with him.
Yeah.
Like this is a grown man who's like a father, and that he's literally falling out with people who is. It's like when you're in school, like, oh, if you're friends with such and such, then I'm not friends with you. Like,
but he sits there and says it's an app anyone can go to anywhere they like and watch whoever they like and talk to whoever they like. But yet, when they do, he blocks them.
Like, he's literally fell out with his own brother and sister because they're still talking to Max. Like, that says it all.
Yeah, it's bigger-sided, isn't it? Exactly.
He was right about
anything else, guys? I'm going to continue.
No, I'll let you go.
No, go on, Ange.
Thanks, Max. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Matt. And Matt, get out. Right. Guys, we're going to continue what we got next. Right, let's get this back on. It's too big enough. I think we've played this video, haven't we? Can't get it smaller. I'll just leave it like that. So we've played this one, haven't we? We have. Yes. All right, what's the next one? Oh, CA again. CA reacts to a clip of delusive Angie saying misread might have lung cancer.
About a chest?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be lung cancer.
No, Angie. No, Angie.
My dad
Angie. Yes, hello.
To be fair, because I think she's had it for a while, so I'm only going back. I'm sure she said this a week ago about her chest. So my dad, I'm not saying it to actually worry you. I'm just saying you should get it checked out, maybe an X-ray if he's still got it after this time, because that's what my dad had. So, you know, he's kind of like an infection on his chest, and then he found out it wasn't that. It was, you know, cancer. So I was just trying to help and just to say, well, go and get it checked out and get an X-ray, because you just never know, do you? Yeah, and another thing is with COPD is another silent unaliver, you know, which a lot of people don't really know about, and that's also very important. And by the way, I've had that myself, the test, because I had a doctor say to me they thought I had COPD. I nearly fainted. Oh my God, I was in bits. I did the test. So I think any smoker or ex-smoker, it's a good idea to get that test done, especially if you have a dry cough, especially in the morning, you know, like a little tickle, or it might be even a worse cough. You know, when they say smoker's cough, there's no such thing as a smoker's cough. That's lung damage. You know what I mean? So it's always best to get it checked out, and I'm just basing it on the length of time. I'm sure she said she's had this over a week ago. I have it, Angie. Do you? Yeah, COPD is horrible, isn't it? I mean, I don't have it, thank God.
You should get it checked out.
Yeah, be concerned, yes.
Yeah, and I'm saying in a concerning way.
I even said to someone else on here that they had a mole that looked a little bit weird looking. I said, oh, they should go and check that out. Yeah, you know, I weren't being sarcastic or funny about it.
My dad had lung cancer and he had like a flu-type like symptoms, you know.
Sorry, guys. I didn't know this was coming. Should go on.
He had a flu-like symptom.
Cough. She's had it for a while. I think she's had it for a while now, so it's just best to get it checked out.
You've been concerned, right?
Yeah, out of concern.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Thank you for the rock bean. Miss Emma.
Did she develop after COVID?
Depending on how I feel tomorrow.
So yours does. Exactly famous. My dad as well.
There you go, my darling. You can have anything you want. Hello, is it? Change your birthday. I don't know what.
Yeah, because as well. She needs.
I mean, I've told many people to go and get their smears. You know, I had my smear not so long ago. It came back normal. You know, smear is not what you think. That's why you have it every 3 years, because it doesn't, it doesn't happen like, grow that quickly. Do you get what I'm saying? It doesn't happen overnight like things, and it takes, 3 years. So it's always good to go get that checked out. Your smear, your mammograms, if you're of that age, absolutely go and get your mammograms. That's really important. I think especially if you've got cancer in the family. So I did say this out of concern. It's every 5 years. Is it 5 years now? Oh, yeah, I remember you said they changed it. Is that right? 5 years? Well, anyway, check with your doctor, guys, or your nurse, because I'm not too sure. I don't want to give that information out if it's, say, 3 years. Do you know what I mean? I usually get it once a year, my smear.
COPD test.
It's changed. All right. Well, don't listen to anyone here, because, just go and check with your doctor. Oh, right, yeah. So I think it's if you're 50, it's 5 years. And I think if you're younger than that, it's 3 years. But, however, go and check with your doctor, because I'm not 100%.
Get a check.
No, I think she made the comments. I think she said,
right.
Hopefully it's fatal.
Oh,
that was somebody in the comments. I didn't know they had put that in the comments, to be fair. I didn't see that comment, so someone's put...
I think so, but I see this women trolling you.
I mean, I don't think anyone should be saying that, because it's, my dad's had lung cancer, do you know what I mean? And I would never wish cancer on my worst enemy, do you know what I mean? You didn't say that. No, it was in the comment. Someone put it in the comment, but I didn't see it. The sad thing is, as well, people have stopped smoking, they find out that they've got, But they say with the COPD, especially that, even ex-smokers should go and get checked in it. It was a troll, yeah.
She says, please say it's fatal for her.
Oh, wow.
It's my dad as well.
There you go, my darling. You can have anything you want. Hello, is it? Change your birthday. I don't know what.
Yeah, because what she also needs to get is a COPD test.
That's yeah.
Holy shit. That's fucking awful. You wouldn't wish that on anyone, for God's sakes.
I see her trolling on comments on videos with you and stuff as well.
I didn't get my smears and ended up...
I swear these people are mentally ill.
Oh, really?
I really do. I think they have a problem. Definitely.
Oh, sorry to hear that. You're on stage 3. Can I ask you a question? Someone said they're at stage 3 of COPD. Stage 3, how long did it take you to get to stage 3? Because you know what I mean? It takes a long time. But you know what they do say, guys? That if you have mild COPD, and you stop smoking, you have a brilliant chance of that not getting worse. It can actually stop, your lungs. Do you know what I mean? It can stop if you stop smoking, the damage could stop from progressing in the mild stage. So it is very important to give up in it.
It's always good to get a check, because she was saying that yesterday she was out of breath.
Well, that's what I'm not saying that maybe that's not true, but however, that's just an article that I've read. We can't always believe everything we read, I suppose, but I did read that, and even if it isn't, always give it. That's always give up. It is true, yeah. Always give up, because you don't want that progressing. Not a nice thing to have.
It could be the cheap knockoff Mayfair Blues.
Yeah, she's out of breath and things, and maybe it's just a good idea to get a check.
She don't do much moving around the kitchen, does she? So there's not much exercise going on.
Do you know what, my darling? You can have all my...
I was being sarcastic when I said that. I mean, sometimes I could be quite blunt when do you know what I mean? Maybe it's come out that way, but I wasn't being horrible to say it when saying that. I said, just go and get it checked, innit?
That's terrible. You can have your beef on the app and fucking not like each other, blah, 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 but I've never wished anything like that on anyone. At all, ever. Do we need earphones?
This is Luke reacting to that video.
I'm not going to
I don't know if anyone twisted that. Did they twist it? I'm not sure.
But this is the person she's become since she's been a part of the Rat Pack.
Delusive's always been like this, and she's been worse in the past. She hasn't.
Can I say, there is no fucking Rat Pack. What is a Rat Pack? There's EQ on her own, Delusive on her own, Sophie Bailey on her own. Who is part of this Rat Pack? Who? You keep saying the Rat Pack, but who is it? Pockers, and they're all doing their own shit. I don't get it. They're not like you guys. I don't know who the Rat Pack is, honestly. I don't. Sorry.
And none of them will call it out. None of them will say anything. She's tried to make it, oh, I care about it. But even Levi's sitting there going, no, Ange, stop it. No.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm very blunt at what I say. I just come out with it. Well, it could be that. You know what I mean? I've said it to my mum when I said, Mum, you should get it checked out. Could be cancer. I don't understand the problem. Yeah, I've always said, Mum, always, you sure it could be cancer? Get it checked out.
Yes, hello. Angie.
Yes, you should get it checked out.
Yeah, be concerned, yes.
Yeah, and I'm saying in a concerning way. My dad had lung cancer and he had like a food.
So did you message her and have any concern? Did you come off the live and...
I haven't messaged her. I've changed my number. Number one, I don't want her to have it. Number two, I don't have her number anymore. So, no. But I'm sure it would have got back to her. It's just something that needs to get checked out. That's it. Sorry that I said it so bluntly.
Send a message on your 133 million accounts that you've got on this app. Did you come on? You messaged me the other night. Are you concerned? Did you message Sarah B? Thank you so much.
I can message her now. Right now, am I lagging, guys? I feel like I'm late. Am I lagging? I'm gonna message her right now, then, Luke.
Any concern? Even the person that's battling you is saying no, stop.
No, because he thought I was being sarcastic, but I wasn't being sarcastic. I say it to my mum. I come out with it. I'm sorry that I'm very blunt. My mum would be like, for example, what was let me just think of an example. And I would say to her, it could be cancer. Get it checked out. And that was it. When she's sunbathing, she loves sunbathing in the sun. You know, she has a bit of freckles. I'm like, Mum, look at that mold. It might be cancer. Get it checked out. I don't understand what the problem is. I'm sorry, I'm being a bit blunt.
She's had it for a while. I think she's had it for a while.
We don't need your concern. We don't need your concern.
What do you mean we? Why is there we? I mean, are you her partner? I don't really understand that. I mean, you're not her partner, are you? There's no we here, Luke.
I want your concern. No one needs your concern. Keep to your own shit sane room. We don't care. We're not interested.
But yeah, you're allowing, Luke, in your comments saying, didn't my dad die of broccoli? So you're having people mock my father in your comments. So, you know, this is what I'm trying to say about people, the comments you can either turn off or I'm not holding him responsible, but don't hold me responsible for what my comments say.
You make a story out of this. Obviously, Delusive's just taking the piss.
I wasn't taking the piss. I actually really thought because she had it for a long time, she'd get it checked out. There was no piss. It's just maybe the way I was very blunt about it, maybe.
I wouldn't have taken that to make it a whole, we don't need your concern, we don't want your concern, we don't want this. Do you think she gives a shit, really? It was not a very nice thing to say at all. You wouldn't wish that on your best enemy, like your best enemy, your worst enemy.
Am I lagging? I think I'm lagging.
But again, to make it a whole... I think she was taking the piss, but hey, nobody can, only they can.
Is it lagging now? It's not lagging. I wasn't taking the piss. Like I said, if you know what I'm like with my family, I'll just come out with it. It could be cancer. Go get it checked out. Why sugarcoat it? I'm not going to, no, I'll just come out with it. It could be lung cancer. It could be COPD. Go get it checked out. I'll say it to anyone in the comments. If you had a flu or infection for longer than 2 weeks or whatever it may be, go and get it checked out. I'm not saying it is cancer, but I'm just saying go get it checked out. My dad, it was he had a chest infection for 2 weeks. Yeah, cancer. So.
Time, guys.
Early diagnosis is the key for everything. Canadian Angie says Delusive should do the FYP at 10 a.m.
This is my mission. Is to push Misread off this platform.
I've got a solution for you, Delusive. Why don't you go live at 10 and open your boxes and see what happens?
You should. I would go in there. I'd get up at 5 and go in the boxes. You should. I think she'd probably do well to the FYP.
Time, guys. This is my mission. Is to push Misread off this platform.
I've got a solution for you, Delusive. Why don't you go live at 10 and open your...
Obviously, that's not my mission. I'm just kidding. I know how to get on the FYP. Ems isn't happy with a few things Miss Red said.
But for me, I'm not happy with a few things that she said, actually. I'm grateful that,
Yeah, like people keep saying about the banter with the, with the Luna, it's banter, yeah.
What she said, but at the same time, still portrayed me as someone that has random strangers in my property. When was the last time I had a random stranger in my property? Again, you can't do right from doing wrong. When was the last time though? It's been quite a while, hasn't it? Yeah, used to. Not now. Used to. Not now. But I fucking show for something, hasn't it? It's not been a few weeks, it's been months. It's been literally months. Can you actually tell me who was the last random person to be in my property? I'll wait.
Yeah. I think, people need to stop going on about the past with Ems. Do you know what I mean? She hasn't anyone in her property, has she? I mean, what else are her views there? I can't see. I know she's dropped off a bit.
In my property.
But I'm a bit bored now. Luke reads a message from Corey. Said he's off the app for 2 days. Oh, this is it. As his mum's has passed. Oh, his mum's mum. Oh, right, which is his nan. Yeah, his nan, yeah.
Audience, so can you tell everybody, please, my family comes first. Can we have some hearts for Corey, please? Corey, I didn't know that. I've just seen your message. I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Corey, I'm sorry. Oh, poor Corey. I didn't know that. So we're not going to see Corey for 2 days. I knew that. Did he tell me? He did actually tell me that she... No, he said that she was very ill. Did he tell me she's passed? Can't remember.
I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to be honest here. When I first saw this, his reaction, behaviour, Luke, I thought was a bit odd. Because, obviously you'd know straight away when someone's told you your nan's passed. Is always passing away. I'm not going to lie. I thought this was a bit odd. But I'm not going to say it didn't happen. But I thought, how did he... He's sitting there saying, well, did he tell me she was sick? I can't remember and all this. And I thought, is this an act? I'm not going to lie, I did think that, but obviously if his mum had nan, sorry, it's his nan and it's got 10 nans. If his nan has passed and this is not, then obviously I wouldn't wish that on anybody, and I'm sorry to hear that. I thought it was all odd. I can't lie. The whole life here was odd. Him not remembering Corey saying whether she was sick, I can't remember him saying this or that, and then he played the Titanic. I thought that was... Oh, listen, I should rewind again.
Days off. Audience, so can you tell everybody, please, my family comes first. Can we have some hearts for Corey, please? Corey, I didn't know that. I've just seen your message. I'm so sorry. Oh, Corey, I'm sorry. Oh, poor Corey. I didn't know that. So we're not going to see Corey for 2 days. I knew that. Did he tell me?
I'll let you in a minute, Lucy. Do you know you're in the box? I'll let you know. I'll just play this video.
No, he said she was very ill. Did he tell me she's passed? Can't remember.
I just don't understand how you cannot remember if someone has told you that their nan has passed away. You know what I mean? It just doesn't add up.
Want me to play, Corey?
And then he asks her what he wants her to play, and he plays the Titanic.
Oh, did he say it on his live? Any songs you want me to play, Corey? Let's just have a minute for Corey. I didn't know that, Corey.
Past. It says past. Past.
Hit you like me with losing people, haven't you, Corey? Lots of love for Corey Wilde, please.
Every night in my dreams, I see you.
Thank you, Lord.
I feel you. That is how I know you.
Yeah, no, that's another nan. You have 2 nans, don't you? You know what I mean? He must be talking his mum's. This is his mum's nan. I just thought it was odd, right? Because usually if someone's passed away, you'd phone that person because, you know, Corey and Luke are friends. So he sent a message saying just to say my nan's passed away. And then Luke's stuttering, saying, I can't remember if Corey had said whether she was sick or not and whether she had passed. I think you'd know if your friend has said that your nan's sick or passed away. You know what I mean? And then next minute he asks what song you want to play, and they're playing the goddamn Titanic. What, the Titanic sunk? So I don't know if this is, I don't know if this is real or not. And I know it sounds, probably shouldn't say that because maybe she has, but I just think it's just odd. The song choice and it all, really.
Lots of love for Corey, guys. Days off. Audience, so can you
and listen, if that's the truth, I do have my sympathy goes out to him and everything else if that is true. It just is just odd the way it was done, I suppose, in the song choice. I think especially when especially when you got Luke saying, I can't remember him saying whether his mum was sick and all this. It's just very odd. I don't know. You got Luna last night saying she wants to leave but doesn't leave. You know what I mean? You know, that in my opinion wants, you know, probably gifts. And then you got Corey that now has got another nan that has now passed away. So I don't know what to believe, and I kind of feel awful for saying it, to be honest. But you know, I'm just going to tell you how I my thoughts, and that's my thought on it, really. Morning. But like I said, if it's true, then I offer Corey all my sympathy, even though we don't get on, and everything. Yeah. It's true with Corey's nan. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, listen. I am sorry to hear that, and I do, and that is sincere. I don't know. It's just the Titanic song, isn't it? And I thought, are they making it? Is this a joke or what? No, the workplace does a quite personal details. Anyway, like I said, I thought, but it is sad.
Sarah.
Right. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Shall I be honest about something? I used to phone my work job and say that my nan's died. She died about 10 times. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? But she did. Yeah, she died 10 times. I mean, listen, she was 93. She had a good life. How come he's not mentioned it and pretend to help Luna? I don't know. That's why I'm wondering, is it a joke? And I hate to ask that. Do you know what I mean? Is it a joke? I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Yes, our new job. You have two living nans. Remember, guys. Yeah. Okay, well, so let's go on to the next one. Sophie Bell talks on Luke the Judge. She does like this. Okay, let's just play it.
Thank you so much. Did you message her? Did you come off the live? Did you?
Why would you message Miss Red saying? Why would she message Miss Red saying, "I'm concerned you're going to get lung cancer"? No, I don't. Look, if she gets it, she gets it. She's not gonna put down the Marlboro Blues because fucking Angie said I've got concerns over you getting lung cancer. Do you know what I mean? My mum had like early stages of COPD from smoking, so she just stopped smoking. But now she's back smoking again. What the hell? She better have me a hefty inheritance ready.
Show any concern, even the person.
Obviously, that's a joke. I don't want my mum to die, so please, like, don't take that so seriously, guys.
Battling you is saying no, stop.
Like symptoms, you know, cough. She's had it for a while. I think she's had it for a while.
We don't need your concern. We don't need your concern. Thank you very much. We don't want your concern. No one needs your concern.
Oh,
Keep to your own shit stain room. We don't care. We're not interested.
Right, that's actually.
See how he kicks off. Not going to go off my head. I'm not going to.
We don't. You're not Simon.
I think that your health anxiety, Angie's showing. You just said your thoughts out loud. What do you mean?
Why are you addressing Miss Red as we when you are not her husband?
I'm glad Sophie said that because I said the same thing. Why is he referring to it as we? There's no we. I've not said it to you, Luke. I said it to Miss Red. So I find that really odd. You know, she does have a husband. Am I lagging again?
Addressing Miss Red as we when you are not her husband. I know you wish you were, and I know you wish you were Corey's husband, basically anyone with the platform's husband, because you're a clout chaser, Luke. But you don't have to address Miss Red as we. She's her own person. Simon can address her as we because they're a pair, because they're married. You are married to a horse. You're bred with a horse. So you can address you and Buzz as we, but you can't address you and Miss Red as we. That is weird. What's this one?
This side of the app has got empathy, and dare I say,
he's been on a rant today, hasn't he? He's that soundboard as well that he's got. It gives me a headache. Like, he's got like the default TikTok sounds. Like, it's not that hard to download your own sounds. Like, you know, obviously not on this account, but on my other account, when you subscribe, it doesn't mean
it's really 12. Let's go to the next minute. It's 12. Oh, what's this?
My name's Lucy Veggie. I'm a massive cunt. I sit there. My name's Lucy Veggie.
Was that it? Someone's obviously put that together. Bullying again. I don't know. CLA goes live to say that she wasn't arrested. Oh.
I had the police come round because obviously they're investigating all this trolling and what I'm going through and this and that, stalkers and all kinds of stuff. So when I was on live, I had to speak with the police in regards to a case that I've got going on. Thank you, Annie, for the giraffe, darling. So, so that's why I had to come off live, because that was police. And then after that, I've been doing something. So let the speculation go, because I haven't been arrested. I don't know what is going on. So I don't know what people are talking about. But it's great that you think that you're so concerned about me. But yeah, I'm perfectly fine. I'm well, and I'm here, darling.
So she wasn't arrested then? Do you believe it? Because why didn't she come live? Because she's always live, isn't she? She's lying. She's never off the set. Yeah, well, that's what I think. So I don't know. I think she was arrested. I do, but she's not telling anyone. Yeah, I think she got arrested. Because why didn't she come back live?
People...
Oh, Leanne, you are absolutely hilarious.
Know exactly what you've been put through and faced. So, does it make any sense? Only a horrible, evil bastard would ever do anything like that. Because who's going to do that to a woman that's trying to be private, that's known on TikTok, famous, that does TikTok as her job? You know what I mean? Like I said, I was trying to make her I was still in London. I didn't even want anyone to know I was in Oxford. Now, obviously, there's people that are going to see me in Oxford, but I could have just been visiting. You know what I mean? I wanted to tell people that I was still in London. But no, No, people want to make it their mission to try and find out where I live so they can in. People know exactly what you've been put through and faced. Gosh, you know what I mean?
Chelsea has lost 2 phones, so she had to buy another one. So if she's lost 2 phones, and she was arrested. Let me have a...
Cash, you know what I mean? I had to fucking, because on my phone, I had to get the cash from the bank, and then I had to go buy the phone. The phone cost me like £600 more or less.
Get robbed.
Cash, you know what I mean? I had to fucking...
That'd be right. Yeah. Can't have the phones. Yeah, have they taken her phone? What do you think she's been arrested for? Do you think like breaching the peace, you know, when she goes out and I don't know, what has she been arrested for? Someone said indecent exposure. You know, these 2, yeah. Oh, threatening, that was it. I forgot about that. Threatening someone called Brambles. Right, threats, that was it.
Any spirits?
Oh, yes, don't make threats online, guys. Yes, Matt trolling Angie. I swear to God, listen to this. If you've not seen it. We're doing the Ouija board.
So relieved.
They said yes.
And it dropped us on. Can you see me in the box? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Zana.
But I'm not in the box on the thing, Angie, and it said yes, and none of us, I can't.
It just said yes, I heard that.
But I can't see myself in a box on the screen anymore, and I can't see none of the others either. So
I can see you, Zana. You're still in the box.
I know, well, it ain't for me. I'm going to take a picture.
I don't know if it came through. Did you hear anything or?
It said yes. When you said if there's someone there, it said yes.
It did. It said yes and dropped us all. Well, I feel like I've been dropped because I'm not in the box.
It said yes.
Someone get in the box and see if you're in the box. And then you'll see what I'm seeing.
Shut the fuck up! Who the hell said that? Shut up, Matt. Was that you? Piss off. Shut the fuck up, Matt. Was that you? I swear to God, you shut your mouth right now.
Who was that?
Was that you, Matt?
I kicked him. I was so mad.
Shut up. That better not have you been you, Matt. I just said my goddamn name. Was that Matt, guys? Was that him?
Don't know, because I can't see no one.
That was Matt. Was that
Honestly, I don't believe in the Ouija board. You know what I mean? I think it does mess with your head, and that's why they say not to do it. I have done a bit of research on it. They say that your energy can push that little, you know, the little jar, and you can see what you want to see, kind of thing. I don't know. I did it when I was 15 once, and I had a horrific experience. But you know, my dad was like, "Oh, it's in your head, Angie." But I don't know. It didn't seem to be in my head. I'm not going to lie, because things was happening around the house. You know, the doors slamming, the windows slamming, and all that kind of shit. You know, and that was real. But then, was it in my head? I don't know. Right, Sam Walker's voice note telling me what really happened about guys trying to. What does that say?
All sealed up. We left arm as well. At the bottom there, it's got like a thing on. In my shoulder, bro. I could stab him left there with a knife.
Oh, sorry, trigger warning. Well, we won't play that because it's a bit of a trigger. And says he is fine, he just needs to get stronger.
I am okay. I am fine. Bam, bam, bam. Big up, girl, and everyone else. Yeah, so it's just a case now of just getting stronger. That's all I'm doing. I've got my daughters coming in 2 weeks' time. I've got 2 little girls here. We're going to be into this world. So for me, I just feel so happy. It's weird how life works out. It's so weird because I don't sit here angry. I don't sit here.
He's definitely like a cat with 9 lives, for God's sake, isn't he? What the hell? He's yeah, bloody hell. He needs to move area or he's not going to be so lucky in it. Yeah, probably. Best not to get involved. A Scout Slayer reacts to CA clapping back at Alex.
Yes, please.
Are you kidding?
Thank you, man.
That red one wants to sit there and say she's been through DV. Isn't he your little fucking protege? Are you kidding?
You've got no right on this effing planet to sit there and question anybody's DV or to call somebody a DV perpetrator.
Well, I think you're wrong here, Scout Slayer, because in court they question it all the time. So if you was to go to court because of DV, you're going to have a defence team, and they're going to question you and they're going to rip it apart. They're going to rip your story apart in court because they have a client that they think is innocent. So when they're going to question it, they're going to call you a liar. They're going to call you all these names. So I think you're wrong here. If you bring your trauma to TikTok, it's not probably a nice thing to not believe people. No, it's not. But however, people do lie about DV. They do. It's not as low as you think it is, Scout Slayer. Where it is an app at the end of the day, there's a lot of money on here. So there could be people that do lie about DV to get money. I'm not saying that I'm not saying who, but you just don't know. And I just think if people have a right to say, you know what, I don't believe you. You brought it to the app. You brought your trauma that you've gone through to the app. And guess what? I don't believe you. If you've got receipts, you don't have to bring receipts. Absolutely not. But you've said it. Don't expect me to believe it. So, so when you say that Scout Slayer, she has no right to say that she does not believe it, tell that to the solicitor that's defending their client when they're ripping your story apart, saying that you're a liar. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying this directly to Scout Slayer because I don't know if she's been through that herself, but don't sit there saying people have no right to have their opinion. Yes, they do. If you bring up to the app that you've been in a DV relationship, yeah, Are you the abuser or the abused? Do you get what I'm saying? Are you the victim or are you the suspect? That's what I meant to say. Because an accusation towards someone that is innocent, that no one makes them a victim. You know what I mean? So I just think if you bring your trauma to the set, yeah, people have a right to say, you know what, I don't believe you. And people have said that about me.
Because they said that you need to be reined in and you're wild. What?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people say they don't believe me, and I've always said I don't care if you don't believe me. That's your opinion. But I'm going to say about you, I don't believe you. But don't come for me when I have an opinion. That's my opinion. You brought it to the app. I'm entitled to that opinion. Just like if I was in court, and they're calling you a liar.
People don't dislike. I don't think I need to have a platform. But
so he has people that he defends. The king of TikTok, he owns it. Don't need to have a platform.
He's never said. He never said that he's the king of platform. The king of the platform. He's just people who he thinks and feels don't deserve to have a platform on TikTok. Every single one of us have got those couple of creators that we all go, they shouldn't be on TikTok. For example, mine's Court Assassin. Court Assassin is a huge one. Delusive Angie. There's plenty of people who are on this app.
Let's not forget about you, Scout Slayer. You trolled yourself. Yeah, you trolled yourself. You trolled Jay's children. Yeah? So that's one thing I haven't done, and that's troll people. And in a malicious way. But you have. So if anyone shouldn't be on this app, it's you, love. Because I say things, do things, absolutely. But I've not committed a crime. Absolutely not. However, you have, because you've trolled children. Yeah? So, even though I've said things and done things on this app, absolutely, I've been on it 5 years. Put all mine together, you are worse than me, because you trolled children, and you trolled yourself.
That don't deserve to have a platform because of their disgusting behaviour. That doesn't mean that I think I'm queen of the app. That doesn't mean that Alex thinks he's king of the app. I can't with this woman.
And then you supported EQ, yeah, because you wanted a platform from her. And then you had so much to say about EQ, how much you didn't like her, how disgusting she was. But yeah, you sat with her. She said about EQ talking on kids and blah, 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 right? But yeah, she sat with him. She sat with her to get a platform. But now got so much to say about her.
He's also a DV perpetrator.
Fucking disgusting.
But you are becoming an issue.
Listen to this. I'm becoming an issue.
You are an issue.
I'm going wild, and
You're not becoming an issue.
You're going to remember also actions speak louder than words. Even though there are some words that are going to get you bloody arrested, it is true. Actions speak louder than words. I have not actioned a lot of the things anything I say on here. I've not put that in action. Other people have.
Becoming an issue. You are an issue. You've literally just labelled a man as a predator and as a DV perpetrator because of something they've said that you're wild and you need to be reined in.
But wait a minute, I want to ask you a question here, Scouse. Now, Tony, his ex, came on the set to say, you know, he HIT her, right, and that she was in some form of DV relationship. Pearl outed it on a platform. So you're saying just earlier that we have to believe, right? You were just saying, how dare you not believe, some DV, right? But however, so does that mean we believe Tony, which is his ex? Because before she did say that, we shouldn't be questioning people's DV. We should not be saying we don't believe someone's DV. But okay, well, Tony came on here and said she was in a DV relationship with Alex. So we're not believing that, or what are we believing that? Contradicting yourself.
I'm becoming an issue.
Face me.
You're already an issue.
This thing is going to rein me in.
You're starting to become an issue because you're spreading lies.
No, I'm telling the truth. You and your little clique, your bully clique, can't handle it.
No,
they're not lies.
They're not
and I will back everything up with screen recordings.
Another one trying to get into the clique. Scouse Slayer. She at first tried to get in with EQ. Didn't work out for her. Then she had so much to say about EQ. Now she's trying to get in with the clique.
What I'm saying right now is you are a DV perpetrator, and everyone that sits with you and wants to cry that's been through DV haven't been through a fucking thing. You don't speak to women like that.
So not only have you just literally called Alex a pred and a DV perpetrator, you've literally sat there saying that the people who watch him and have said that they've been through DV have not been through DV.
So, like, again, Tony came on and said she's been through DV. That's his ex, Alex's ex. So are we believing her then, Scouse Slayer? Or are we saying we don't believe her because it's Alex?
What the fuck?
Brady's a bed. Let me tell you now.
You are a pred. You are a predator. And women have come forward and one went to the police. You are a predator.
You have no idea.
Again, accusations are not a single scrap of proof or anybody coming to speak. Oh, you've just been speaking to them off screen. Loads of bullshit.
Fucking mouth speaks for itself. You're a predator. You're a DV perpetrator. Is this how you shut up Tony? Did you give her a little knocking around and you threw your phone at the TV? This guy needs off the zap, period. There's no way.
She's shaking her head. She's shaking her head, but this is what Tony came on the app and said. Well, Pearl said it, right? This is what Tony had been saying to Pearl. So why are you shaking your head, Scouse Slayer? This is what she has come on and said, and you're sat there saying we should always believe someone that's gone through DV. Well, there you have it.
No way.
The reason, I don't know the reason why their relationship ended.
She's trying to rebuild a platform,
None of us should know the reason why it ended, right? But to sit there and accuse him of DV and that's the reason why it ended, you've got fucking no right, no rhyme, no reason to be sat there discussing anything like that.
We're all delinquents and crazy people.
It's disgusting. False accusations.
And crazy people.
False accusations.
But wait a minute, how do you know it's a false accusation? How do we know it's a false accusation? Because Tony did say it happened. I'm not saying it did. I'm not saying it didn't. I don't know. But you're saying now it's a false accusation. So if you've been through DV, Scouse Slayer, do you know what I mean? I mean, I don't, if you have, I don't believe you. Because I have a right to not believe you, by the way. I don't believe half the women on here that's been through DV. That's my opinion. Like I said, if you're in court, you're going to be ripped apart. you know, and called a liar. So don't sit there saying that I can't have my opinion.
Ruin people's lives. They tear people's lives apart and mud sticks. It was in the first place.
Are you kidding? Thank you, man. That red one, when you sit there and say she's been through DV, isn't he your little fucking protege? Are you kidding?
Sorry, I think that's gone to the beginning. Yeah, I think she's just trying to build up a platform. I think she's trying to get in with the Raggy Dolls because look at her. She's got 67 viewers on. She used to have about 200. Yeah, she's not doing well on here, is she? I can't believe she has kids. Someone went and yeah. I think I've seen a video of her dancing. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah. Angie has a song for Pearl. Oh, I love the song.
You're smart. Just because you're Brazilian don't mean you are a slut. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean you're tight. Just because you're rich and fat does not mean you are white. Don't be addicted. Cause I know I'm a hypocrite. My exes tell me it's wrong.
Oh dear, I thought that song was funny. If you honestly go and watch it, go and listen to it. What's her name? Cat McSnatch. Yeah, it's funny.
Then
I haven't seen her get this many gifts in months. Con woman has worked. Let's just play it.
On my head, but if I don't want people to know where I live, why should everyone make it their mission to try and find my address so they can post it and go, we found Chelsea's address, this is where she's living? So then trolls that don't like me, that think it's funny to phone up police, fire brigades, you know, and then it's disgraceful because there's no consideration for any kid. I've told you I've got young children and families around me, I've got old people, everything, and it's disgraceful, like, and you must think, like, how does that affect my mental health? But also, how embarrassing as well. Like, you know, you think, oh, the neighbours want me living here. Do they, fuck? Let's be real.
No, they don't.
The fire brigade, how many times? Police. They must be thinking, like, what the fuck? It's a quiet.
Yeah, but she brings on herself. You know, she's always got the phone outside. People are knowing where she is. She brings on herself. How do people know your address, CLA? Because you are showing it. That's how they know it, and they're trying to look it up. You know, they just look at it. I mean, she was sitting in the pub not so long ago, right? And I could see where she was because the name was right behind her. I'm sure she's doing it deliberately at this point. I'm pretty sure she's doing it on goddamn purpose. Yeah. I'm thinking, there you go. Now everyone knows where you are. You're going to get trolls phoning that pub. You're the problem, CLA. Yeah? And you're saying, oh, the poor pub owner, they're getting all these calls about me. You're the problem. You are, because you're showing everyone where you are. So it's your fault. 100% always in front of the signs. Yeah, always in front of the signs, always showing up the background, always, you know, and then getting upset that people know where she lives. You know, that's why people say I don't go out, I just sit in my room. Of course I'd go out, but I don't want to go out on my phone where people are going to show, where I'm showing everyone where I am. You know, if I go into a cafe, they're going to get calls. I'm not going to do that. So, you know, yeah, of course I'd go out, but I'm not going to go out on my life. A couple of times I've gone into Morrison's, yeah, but, you know, had my breakfast. And I have been on live at the time, but however, I've no, I'm not telling people when I go out, you know what I mean? She does it on purpose. I think she does it to stay relevant. Because I'm starting to think she is, because she was sat in that pub with a sign right behind her. I'm like, is she okay? Yes, it's their own fault. And I have no sympathy for stupidity. All right, what's this about? Oh my God, wait a minute. We've already been, bloody, it's already 12:30.
She is actually fucking fuming. Look at the face. She is I've never seen her so mad in my life. Do you know who she reminds me of? Do you know Norris? Off Coronation Street. Do you remember Norris? Like Norris with the purple ponytail. That's who she
I agree. Everyone needs to repost this. Everyone repost that last one that we
I played this yesterday.
Repost that video. And even this one, you know, she doesn't talk about she's a woman's woman. Fuck off. Honestly, I can't.
Remind me of, it's Norris.
I replayed this. I thought I had. Sorry, guys.
The way I saw this,
The fake freak shares his opinion on Luna. Sorry. Have you seen this one?
rolled out by the clique. I'm sorry, like I'm neither clique or Rat Pack. She was rolled out by the clique because they don't like John and Pockers. Now they've got legit reasons for that. I'm not saying that that's not an issue, but it's like picking sides for a football team. And at the time, I said Luna is not going to handle. Unfortunately,
you know what? There are sides, and I just think people just should like who they want to like. Why is there sides? Guys, I've already been on it 2 hours.
God only knows how many AI's done and all sorts of horrible things, and it's not nice, and she probably doesn't like it. When I speak about Luna, I speak factually. I'm not trolling, I'm not attacking. But we all get trolls.
Wait a minute. Was this an old video? Because Courtney's there. She left the app, hasn't she? She's left the app, or is this just another one that's come back within like a day? What? I thought she was leaving. Oh, God. I'm sick of hearing people are leaving. Stop it, guys. And unless you actually mean it. Instead of going live, telling everyone you're leaving, how about this? Post a video. Post a video and say, I'm leaving. Thank you for your support, blah, blah, blah. And disconnect. Because I'm sick of hearing people saying they're leaving for them to be back 10 minutes later. I'm so mad. I was so fucking excited and happy when she said she was leaving. Oh, shit.
If you decide you want to be on social media,
that it got me excited.
Whether you can go with what comes with that, if that makes sense.
This is what I was saying. Like, I don't agree. I don't feel like she should get all this hate. Do I believe everything that she says? No, but do I believe that she should get all this hate? No, I just think she's.
No, neither do I.
Can I just check something, Saxy, that you said? I'm not coming for you, by the way. Do you think that because she came onto these threads a couple of days ago, that the amount of trolling has increased because of that?
I think the amount of
I've said this before. You turn the comments off. Go on sub only. When you post a video, turn the comments off. Done. Then you're not going to get trolled.
Increased when Luke reacted to.
And don't read them. Just don't read the comments.
John said about Luke or whatever it was. Justified reactions, I would say, but he then said, "All these people go on Annette all the time and they do this and they do that," and then Annette started appearing on Miss Red's platform more and other people's. And let's face it, Luke's trolled Annette, kicking her out the box, muting her, doing all that. Miss Red's done it. But it's what do you call trolling and what do you call banter?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a fine line, isn't it? And it depends on the person. That if they feel like they're the butt of the joke and they don't have that humour, then it can be considered to be trolling. This is what I was saying earlier. It also depends on someone's mental health at the time. It's like I was saying, one of my best friends that I have banter with all the time. If my mental health is at a low point, and I know it's at a low point, I might not necessarily take that banter at that time due to how my mental health is, whether that be my best friend or a stranger. You don't wear a sign, do you, to tell people how you're feeling? I think regardless of the things, and I've seen some of your awareness stuff on Annette in the past. Regardless of any of that, I do understand that she is Marmite for a lot of people, but I think when someone comes on and tells you how bad they're feeling at that point, to see the way some people reacted last night, God, that's hard.
I think that was disgusting. I was a bit upset this morning with Chippy. Me and Chippy have spoken, but Chippy played one of my videos and then went, "I don't agree with what you said there, Facts, because of all these hate lives that went on." And I was like, "I'm not a bit. I wasn't in those hate lives. I wasn't participating in those hate lives. I don't agree with those hate lives." So it's weird.
What hate live? Are they talking about me, Pockers, and Sophie? And Zach, because there was no hate live, because we came to, we were cam 2ing Luna because she had a big announcement, so everyone's going to cam 2, so we were cam 2ing, okay, I was on my own platform at first. They asked me to join, so I joined, right? But when you're talking on Zach has a right to reply. Yeah, you're bullying Zach on last night, so he has a right to reply. He's not going to be happy, is he? Right? When you're sitting there allowing someone to get into the box saying that I don't wash, now you're mocking my hygiene. So you're mocking me now. So we're going to have something to say about it. There was no hate live on Luna. The hate live was Luna's live. That was the hate live. Okay? I tried to get in there to have my say. I got blocked. I got kicked out. Why? I've never spoken on this woman. Don't know her. I've never said anything horrible about her. But I see that as being a hate live. Not what we are sitting there watching. Sorry. But we're not going to... Zach's not going to be all nice, is he? If you sat there speaking on him. I don't think his name should have been mentioned. You mentioned it with 5K on there and made him look bad. And I think that was her intentions, to look as bad as possible. That's what she did.
People try and put you into one corner or the other. I don't agree with that. I try, for the most part, I'll say something a bit shocking at the start of the video to grip a viewership, but I try for the most part and just be factual. I even said in the videos that I've done over the last 24 hours that Luna does not deserve trolling. Nobody deserves to be attacked, but she's also got 10,000 people blocked. That's not normal. That's not normal. Like that to me shows somebody who can't handle a certain amount of things. I get trolls in my life. I'm sure everybody does. Are you with the right mindset to do this? I don't know. You can't say it, can you?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Fax. I kind of think that a lot of it she does bring on herself in the sense of the things she says and does. However, getting to a point where the trolling gets really bad and she's bringing herself on when she's not feeling mentally strong enough to cope with it, she's not actually helping herself, and that's why I'll go back to what I said.
Luna decided to join in with the raggy dolls, the people that hate Zach, because she hates Zach. That's what she's done, because they hate Zach, she hates Zach. So let's all bully Zach together. That's what Luna has done. I don't care what anyone's done. She said she's done that because she shouldn't have mentioned Zach's name on her live. She did. Okay, for him to get a lot of hate, and that was really unfair and uncalled for. So yeah. So there was no hate live from us.
Control the bits you can control yourself, which is when you're not feeling like that, don't respond, don't go in and give them, don't let them know that you're feeling that way, because it's just you're opening yourself up just for attack. And I think some of it's got to be down to your own responsibility in the sense of what she says and does and how she handles the trolling, and responding back's just not the way to go for me if you're not feeling
that's exactly the thing, Lucy. And I know everybody has the right intentions. I just had the right intentions today. I don't know, I was out with my parents, I just caught the end of it, and so I don't know how long the live was sort of focused around Luna, but Luna, for what she said, if you take what she says as face value of the truth, last night she came on, she was a breaking point, that was it, I'm done.
Why don't they turn the music off? Can't hear.
With friends who, want to talk to or whatever. But then it continues now, doesn't it? So every FYP show is going to talk about how Luna's failed, how Luna's going to be triggered. Luna's then going to be in the box talking about how Luna's mental health is terrible, how things are there. And it goes, and this happens with a lot of things that are covered on TikTok. And it's circulating and circulating and circulating. And if her mental health is truly down the drain, does all of this attention on it really help?
Well, I'm just going to say that there are other people, lots of other people who have also done similar, come on, talked about their mental health, said that maybe they were taking a break for a day, a week, a month, and the same thing happens. So Luna knows that that's part of TikTok, that's part of social media. And when you are in a mental health crisis, you're not thinking as logically as you might otherwise, Milsey.
And that's
true. That's true.
That's the thing. Someone just brought it up. I've said I'm going to leave. I'm going to take a break and all of that, and then change my mind a couple of days later. Thing is, people don't realise that when you're having a bit of a crisis or not in a good place in that moment, you do think irrationally. So you think you're going to not want to come back, but then you miss the positives of being on this app.
I don't think it's the positives that bring you back. I think it's because you know it and you want to know what's being said about you. You know you've made the FYP and you want to see what people are saying about you.
Yeah, or
I think it's all to do with the fact, like, oh, you've missed your friend, you've missed this. It's because you've gone onto the FYP and you know that people are going to talk about you and you want to see what's being said about you. That's what's bringing you back.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, if you have a fan base, you will get, even if you want to bury your hand in, head in the sand and be like, I need to take time. How many times, I couldn't tell you how many times, if say Miss Red reacts to a video, people will be messaging me like she's tearing me down or some shit. You need to get in there and see what's going on. But if, your inbox blows up, clips are sent to you, everything like that, you can't, it's hard to avoid it fully anyway.
But see, when you're someone of a net
as well, it's human nature to know if something's been said about you. It's human nature for you to want to know what's being said about you, but it's how you react after hearing it, whether you decide to comment on it and then it's that back and forth, or whether you decide, okay, I just want to know what's being said about me, and then I can take
I'm bored now.
I didn't like the guy straight from the
Trevor's still on a rant about Rat Pack.
beginning when he was first started appearing. Levi, don't like the guy. They're slimy. They're all slimy. They hide behind the cameras. They hide behind the screens. They're just slimy people. And Angie was going on about men attacking women, men bullying women on here. But she stood for the women. She didn't stand for her last night, did she? No, she sat with men bullying. 3 men. Well, there were pockers.
No, I stamp out bullying, and I saw that. Like I said, I had empathy for Luna at the beginning until she went in on Zach, and then had someone saying that I don't wash. So I'm not going to stand for that kind of bullying. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it, whether you're a woman or a man. When you've got people in your boxes that bullied you the most, I'm going to have to question as to why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, and my thought is on that is trying to get the raggy dolls because they have a hatred for Zach. That's exactly how I see it. Popular number 40, thank you guys. But like I said, I'll always say I am a woman's woman. I will stand up for women, but I don't stand up for those kind of women. She's standing by the people that have done the most on the set. They've told people to go and get an ROPE, for God's sake. And she's sitting there talking about bullying. I don't stand for those kind of women. I've said that many, many times. I will never support these kind of women.
Called Levi, Zach the Brat, and who else? There was somebody else. Sat mocking Annette while she was going through what she was going through.
Nope.
Now, whether you believe in it or not, whether you don't believe in Annette, it's not the point.
I'm sorry. I am not going to sit here and say, poor Annette, poor Annette, poor Annette. Annette should not have bullying when it comes to her disability, right? If that is wrong on every level, okay? That should not be happening, right? Now, I will always support anyone that gets bullied and trolled. But when you put the biggest bullies in your box, Annette, and then you expect me to have empathy and sympathy? Absolutely not, because you're not giving a shit about other people that have been bullied on the set apart from yourself. Because you put the people that bullied you as well, Annette, into the box. That have bullied me, that bullied many people on here. Yeah? And you want to sit there, stamp out bullying and say TikTok's a problem and TikTok needs to do something about it? No, you need to do something about it and actually you know what's going on. But because I have a hatred for Zach, you allowed certain things on your life. So I'm not going to support her. Sorry. But however, I will support anyone that goes through bullying. But once you when you join the bullies, I'm out. Nah, sorry.
When she was crying, she was upset. She said she's leaving the app because of the bullying, right? Where was Angie? Sat with 3 blokes, mocking her. Mocking her. Zach was mocking her, and I'll show you Zach was mocking her. It was.
Zach had every right to go at Annette because she was sat there with 5K saying, I'm getting bullied by the person that has camping me right now. We all know it's Zach. And then she had allowed 2 people to get into a box to talk on Zach. So Zach is allowed to clap back. He's not going to sit there and say, oh, poor Annette, are you okay? When he feels now bullied. You know what I mean? So, listen, Chippy, I don't support women like that. Sorry. When you put the bullies onto your platform, which she did, that has bullied her, that has bullied many people over around on the set. Sorry, then I can't support it. It's my opinion, and I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over.
Laughing at her. So he was mocking her. He was sat mocking her. Laughing. He got his uni and was laughing and having comments about her. So don't say he wasn't, because he was. And you know what I'm going to do to Zach next week? I'm going to go all the way through his app life again. I'm going to show all the texts about him. I'm going to show everybody when he spent the charity money, yeah? Whether he paid it back or not, that wasn't his money to spend on his rent. So I'm going to let everybody know about it all again. And I hope he spits in his phone and goes to a police station and cries a little bit. Because you know what? I couldn't give a two tosses about Zach.
This is where people will look at people's reaction and not the action. Now, the reason why Zach has a right to react because you're on a 5K live talking on him. She allowed people to talk on Zach. So shut your mouth, Chippy, yeah? Zip it, Zippy. You look like bloody Zippy as well, yeah? So shut your mouth. Yeah, because big up Zach, because no one should be bullied by anybody. But when you're on your 5K and you're talking on him, he's going to clap back. He's not going to sit there having sympathy for the person, is he? Stop looking at people's reactions and start looking at people's actions. Just because you is scared to leave the raggy dolls because you're getting clout on a platform from them. You know what I mean? Leave bloody Zach alone. He's a man on his own. He doesn't have an army behind him of creators like you gremlins do. Do you know what I mean?
So I'm going to do it all again for him. I'm going to do This Is Your Life.
So you're sitting there talking about bullying, about us, watching Luna, but yet here you are wanting to bully Zach by saying that we're going to do This Is Your Life and we're going to play all of Zach's videos. So that is bullying, isn't it? So how are you being a goddamn hypocrite, Zippy?
Every crappy video on Zach, I'm going to do it all again. Let's see how he feels about being bullied. Yeah? Let's see. He
has every right to clap back. He has every right. Sorry.
Or he doesn't like it. How's that? Eh? He thinks he can sit while a woman's crying, her lowest, a vulnerable woman, sitting, crying online, saying she's going to leave because of the bullying. He thinks he can sit there?
Yeah, well, she named as him. She named as him being one of them.
Okay. What about her mental health? Because obviously her mental health wasn't very good yesterday, was it, Zach? So you know what? I don't care about your mental health anymore. I am going to replay all them texts, all them videos. I'm going to go through it all. I'm going to do This Is Zach's Life on the app. What a scammer, manipulator, and he stole money that was for charity that was being raised because he wanted to pay his goddamn rent.
I think I'm lagging.
That wasn't your money to touch. When school do sponsors and you collect that sponsorship money, it's not yours, is it, to spend? That's the school's money.
Yeah. What about when I had my meltdown? Should we go into that, Zippy? Do you have anything to say about this? Let me play it. Let me play this when you all sat there. Yeah, I'm just wondering what Zippy here has to say about this. Let's have a look. Where is it? Give me a sec. I don't know where I've put it, actually. Let's just play the rest of it while I look for it.
It's the same principle. He spent it. It's like taking that sponsorship money and spending it, yeah? And then paying it back later to the school. No, that's theft.
Here we go.
That's theft.
I know some people might find this quite funny, but I don't. To put it into a song when I had a severe meltdown on TikTok. Yeah, and you can hear this person, the host, singing along to it either. So what about that, Chippy? Yeah? So don't sit there talking about mocking.
Stole that money. You may have paid it back, but you stole.
Yeah, they put it into a song.
It wasn't yours to touch. That was given to you for something else, not for your rent or your rugs or your beers. So I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine next week, Zach.
I don't know. I keep lagging.
And we're going to do it over. If I have to do it every week for the next 6 months, I'm going to do it until you're crying in your phone and you're spitting in your phone and you're saying you're being bullied, so you know how it feels, Zach. How's that?
So he's deliberately going to go out of his way, yeah? Now, this isn't anything is beef, by the way. It's him and Luna, but he's going to go out of his way to bully Zach now. That's basically what he's saying, to play all the videos and things to see how he likes it. But you're going to go on for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever it is, yeah? He doesn't have creators behind him like you do, Chippy. Yeah. So who's the real bullies here, guys?
And comes to the
you
people
piss
that
me
you're
right off. He cries about mental health on here all the time. Cries about mental health, but it's always about him, and it turns everything into him. Yeah, exactly.
And then you're trying to say to me,
Chippy, if Luna said that you were the bully, would you have the same reaction, or would you sit there feeling sorry for her? You probably wouldn't feel sorry for her. You'd probably be going in on her. I would imagine.
The thing you can say to me that you say you can't stand me or you don't like me so much. But
I said I didn't like the guy straight from the beginning when he
right. Okay, let's go to the next one. I know Donald Trump rips into London Mayor Sadiq Khan. What's this about?
I will. I'm not a fan of your mayor.
Why not?
I think he's done a terrible job. The mayor of London, but a nasty person. I think he's done. I think he's a friend of mine, right? No, I think he's done a terrible job. But I would certainly visit London. Yeah.
Will you visit London during the state visit?
I
will. He looks uncomfortable, Starmer, sitting there, doesn't he? He looks so uncomfortable.
Let's talk about the art of clapping back and a little drama that's been brewing on social media.
Nosy Lulu.
You know how it goes. Someone throws shade and suddenly everyone's picking sides. Here's the tea. We've got this situation where Zach and Alex both did essentially the same thing, clapped back at their critics. But isn't it funny how the internet has such a selective memory? When Zach stood up for himself, people acted like he committed some cardinal sin. The pitchforks came out. The cancel culture vultures were circling. It was a whole thing. But now Alex does the exact same thing, and suddenly it's iconic and legendary. And get this, Alex's big comeback was using a Canadian anthem. I mean, really? That's what we're calling genius these days? It's like showing up to a rap battle with row, row, row your boat. The double standards are just wild. It's like watching a reality show where the rules change depending on who's playing the game. If you're going to drag someone for clapping back, at least keep that same energy for everyone. And here's the real kicker. The same people who were writing think pieces about toxic behavior when Zach did it are now making fan edits of Alex's response. The hypocrisy isn't just showing, it's doing a full Broadway production. Remember, if you're gonna come for someone, at least be consistent with your outrage. And maybe, just maybe, bring something more original than a national anthem to the table. Let's talk about the art of clapping back.
I mean, I have 100% agree. So I'm just getting some food. I'm starving. Oh my God, I've been on it 2.5 hours. I totally agree. Absolutely. You know, it's selective outrage, selective hearing. Hey, Lucy Lulu, selective everything. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, people will do it. Yeah, people will say something, right? And then they'll get crucified. But that same person will say the same thing. But that's okay because the rules have now changed. We accept it now. You know, it's okay because it's that person that said it. You know, but it's based on who the people like. If they dislike you, you're a terrible person. If they like you, big up. Yeah, that's exactly how it is. I don't know why I keep lagging today. I get my phone on Monday, hopefully. Chippy goes in on Zach. Oh, is this something else? Or I don't know if it's the same sort of video. Chippy goes on a rant about Zach. Think Chippy's affected. Let's have a look.
You still took it. Wasn't yours. That's theft. That's theft. You're a stealer.
Oh, we played this one. This was yesterday.
Last night was quite the performance.
Why did I go back to the UK? Why 5K been watching Tuna and a beard crying, pretending to leave TikTok for? So this is EQ. She looks so different there, doesn't she? Oh my God, you know what? She doesn't need the makeup. I think she's just naturally beautiful. You know, she doesn't need all the makeup that she does usually put lipstick and all that on, doesn't she? I think she looks better without the makeup, don't you? Yeah. I didn't recognize her. Yeah, she doesn't need the makeup, does she? The teeth, yeah, they look nice. She looks younger, yeah, she does, doesn't she? I didn't recognise her. What the hell? Chimmy goes in. I don't know if have we seen this one.
You're only there to scam money out of women. You scam money out of women left, right, and centre. Left, right, and centre. Look how you're manipulated.
Have we seen this one?
Danielle. Look how you're manipulated.
Same, Angie. Okay, we've seen that one.
Everyone.
I think, yeah, we've done it.
Hey, everyone.
Right, I think we've finished, guys. Let me just see if I've got anything else in my inbox. I've got 3 there. What's this?
Shots, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance. And I was live last night, and I was watching Angie's live, and this is my mod mind, and they was literally in Angie's comment section, just chatting away as normal. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, why is my mod? I mean, people are free to go wherever they want in this. You know what I mean? No one can control anyone. But mod,
obviously not. Obviously they can't.
Been in there freely all night. You know what I mean? It was crazy. For the whole live, they was just in there chilling in Angie's live, and I'm thinking, you meant to be in here protecting my chat. You know what I mean? And I thought to myself, you know what? If it was anyone else, I'd be laughing with everyone. I'm bantering, having a chill. No, you can do whatever you want. But when it shuts, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance.
So they he got rid of his mod for being in Angie's room. I mean, you know what? I say things, but I don't do it. I don't really block people unless I've seen them saying vile things on other lives. You know, I do block them. But I have seen people in other people's lives, but I don't block them. You know what I mean? I've had his mod, I've seen in my life before, and I've not blocked them because I know they're a mod as long as they're not saying anything vile. The only thing I think is, are they here to, report me? That's the only worry about it. People should be, but there you go. So obviously you can't go anywhere you want. Yeah, okay. Sorry, 1 sec. What else we got?
You said I'll be back now.
Oh, that's the trigger warning.
She's going to change a bag.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this a new video? 5 days. This is 5 days. This is not something I've seen. Should I put this on or not? Because I've not seen this one. Have you guys? What's the next one? Cockaboo joins in. I'm not talking about it anymore. Right. I've got some more videos. Give me a sec. Okay, I've seen that one. That's one I just played.
It's the raggy dolls.
The clique when they say they'll come to your house.
Dolls like you and me. Raggy dolls.
Raggy dolls.
Made him perfect. It's the raggy dolls.
Oh my God. Right, what else we got? Okay, I'm going to play that one. The trigger warning.
You said I'll be back now. Where's she off?
This is 5 days old, guys. 5 days old, but I'm playing it because I haven't heard this one.
You said I'll be back now. Where's she off?
She's going to change a bag.
Oh, she's on the bag now, is she?
No, she's going to change her a wee bag. She's to empty it.
Oh, has she got one of those? I can't think.
Catheter.
Oh God.
She's incapacitated, you see, with old age. Messing. Do you know what? I even doubt my own sanity at this point. I actually don't know whether Angie just trolled a lot of us and, she made these accounts and stuff to just fool us all, because she when I listen to her voice, I always think to myself, she doesn't sound like somebody who you'd think was older, would you? You know what I mean?
In all fairness, I was arguing with her on WhatsApp the other day and I called her an OAP. So she didn't say, excuse me, I'm not old. All she said was, have respect for your elders.
She definitely sounds, I reckon, in the 30s. Later 30s, same as me, obviously, but...
60s plus, easy.
You think she's got the voice of somebody that old? I don't.
I don't know, Bella, what do you think? Do you reckon she's old? No response? Fair enough.
Yeah, she sounds young. Thank you, GSB. You can GBH me young.
Excuse me, why am I on lesser scores than it?
GBH again?
GBH, grievous bodily harm.
Oh no, the GHB one, sorry. You can slip it in your drink.
Oh, you want to get date raped?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Oh, God.
Nobody messing that. I'll take away the consent for that.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Oh. Angela, come back. It's an awkward silence in between.
No, it's not. Did you hear about Melissa phoned the police on me?
So, I was made aware of this early hours of the afternoon. Well, that's something that kicked off between you two in the morning, right?
Well, I don't often check my other phone because it's not my main phone, and I just looked at the messages and I had correspondence with the police. He tried to contact me in the middle of the week, and then the woman sent me, this officer, she sent me, and then I started to think, is this an actual real thing, or did they set this up? Because it had Alicia then Kilty in capitals, and it was like, saying about could I not reveal her information or something again, but then she's sitting doxing delusive Angie, and she's bloody, no faces turning up, and she's said and engaged in lots of behaviour which is harassment in my opinion. So even though they said it was closed, she left a number, so I phoned her up and left her a big long voice message, and I said, I'll be phoning you back up to explain further in depth about this situation. Because the doxing situation, she said it wasn't an address. Then did she get any malicious things happen at her home and all that? And then apparently she's updated a photograph for status saying, "You're weirdo people," but obviously
get some food. I'm starving.
Said seriously because they closed it before they even spoke to me. You know what I mean?
Right, guys, that was the last video. This was 5 days old. I just haven't heard this video before. That's why I played it. That's it, guys. What's the time? 1 o'clock, guys. 1 o'clock. If anybody wants to jump in the box and talk about anything that we've discussed, you are welcome. If you don't, that's fine too. Should we finish it off with a song? Guys, I'm getting lights here. Hey, Smiles.
Hi, Ange.
Hey, right.
Yeah. I just find it hugely hypocritical.
Yeah.
Or whatever the word is, because I'm not sure. How they can say, "Oh, poor Luna this, poor Luna that. Luna's being trolled. Luna's had this. Luna's had that." In reflection, Luna hasn't had nowhere near as much as what you've had over the last X amount of years. So when someone says bullying needs to stop, yeah, I agree, bullying needs to stop. However, it's not going to stop until everybody agrees on who's bullying who.
Yeah.
Otherwise it doesn't work. So coming on saying like, and look, we all thought like, we all felt for her to start with. But it's like you said before, once you start putting two specific people in the box and then them saying, "Oh, but we have your back, you're in this community now," you're then going with a community that bullied someone else so horrendously that you went through hell.
You know why they're doing it though, don't you?
But how is that fair? Like, I'm sorry, but I understand Luna gets trolled, right? She gets trolled, and that's not nice. But you can't have it they can't say one way and then not the other, because they still come at you, Ange. Look who still comes at you time and time again, constantly, right? Every flipping day. And yet, it's all about, and I don't mean this in a nasty way, it's probably going to come out that way, but I don't mean it to be, right? But it's all Luna list, Luna that, Luna list, Luna that. It's not, oh, I get where Luna's coming from, but what about what Angie went through? There's none of that.
It's only because she's saying because it's Zach, you know what I mean? One of the people is Zach, that's the only reason that they're saying
That's another thing that I want to mention.
But they're recruiting, that's what they're doing.
But
they're
who the
getting
hell?
as many on their side as they can.
But who the hell can sit there and turn around and blame Zach for something like that? Come on. For those who are blaming Zach, give your bloody head a wobble, will ya? Because Zach ain't to blame for hardly any shit. Okay, people have said and done things on this app, but you can't blame someone when they haven't done anything wrong.
Someone said even calling her Luna is bullying. That's her username, isn't it? Did she know? Is her name not Luna?
Used to be, didn't it? But she's changed it now to the dog B something, well, B Luna. But I just think that they're just trying to recruit people. I don't think they really like her, personally, because...
Her name's Annette, apparently. Sorry, Gangster Nat. And
you've shown proof of the bullying that they've done towards her. But I just think that they're recruiting to make the clique bigger. I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah. But it's only going to show... By them doing that, it's only going to show what type of people they are.
Oh, definitely, because what will happen
Oh, well, I thought her name was Luna. I didn't know that. She doesn't like it. Well, sorry, that's what you called yourself at one point, wasn't it? She had a username called Luna.
Well, that's what I thought her name was, but Gangster Ange said her name is Annette, so apologies for calling her Luna, because I thought it was Luna.
Yeah, no, it's Annette. But the trouble is, what will happen is they'll recruit... I think they've got that toxic down, haven't they, in the last week, and now they've got Annette. So they're recruiting to get bigger, but what will happen is they'll all just fall out and they'll all throw each other under the bus. So I think just let them hang themselves.
I just think people need to sit down and take a look around at who they're supporting and look at the situation now where Angie still gets all the shit. Angie gets the shit because she was watching Annette. Angie gets the shit because Angie had an opinion. Sorry.
Yeah, because it's playing right into their hands, isn't it?
Ange, didn't Luna and Zach battle like every day and they always used to go live together?
Yeah.
So he used to have banter with her, she had banter with him, but now the police falling out. Now Zach's the bully because he made a joke of the police calling her Luna Turner, so now he's the bad one.
Yeah.
Says it all, really.
He helped build her back up because her numbers were really falling. And they was funny, but, you know, you can't have selective banter because Zach's banter, to me, my opinion, was harmless. But some of the things that they've said about her have been nasty.
Well, they were only, listen, it was only a few days ago, Anne just said this many times, it was only a few days ago that those people who got in the box were going at her in flipping Red's box. So make it make sense.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they were saying to her that, I'm going to push you out your wheelchair, and she she didn't take it as banter, and she was upset, and she was like, you do realise that you could end up in a wheelchair? It was AB, I think, that had said it to her. Like, that's not banter. Like, banter's like when you have that, like, you're on that level with that person, you know them well, and you just have banter back and forth. But so it's all right for them to say stuff. But,
yeah, so why has she forgiven that lot, but not Zach? Perhaps because she thinks they'll help build her platform?
They don't, all of them hate Zach, right? So, like, regardless, because now they have so-called taken Luna under their wing and they're, like, supporting her and pretending to support her. Now, like, she's hating on Zach because they don't like Zach. And now she's went for Angie because they don't like Angie. Even though Angie's done nothing there.
Who's gone to me? Don't at me.
Blocked you or something, didn't you, Colin? You said that you were a bully or something. Do you know what I mean? So she doesn't even know you.
The mods kicked me because I went to get in the box.
This is another thing I want to mention, because thanks for reminding me, Ange, right? This is another thing. So some specific person who did his live, who turned around and said, and I quote, "You never saw anybody from that side go in the live for support." I'm sorry, you blocked Angie, so she couldn't go in there. You blocked other people, so they couldn't go in there. So don't come with that shit. People didn't go in and try and, or people didn't go in and want to have something to say.
Everyone apart from the Reggie dolls.
Yeah, but Angie, why should Angie have to go in and like go, oh, don't leave?
She shouldn't have to, Ange. She shouldn't have to.
Like, you know what now? You know what though? You know what, guys? I think with the Reggie team, right, you've got to support them. You can't say anything bad about them. So if there's a video of the Corey one, AB, whatever, saying something you shouldn't have said, they can't have an opinion on it. They're gonna have to have excuses because that's how they work, and that's by supporting them no matter what, like what Chippy does.
Well, still have our opinions. You know what I mean? I still have my opinions. If EQ does something, I'll say something. Or you know what I mean? Or Zach, I'll call it out. Do you know what I mean? But however, they can't call it out. So. What's the point of them having an FYP? They, you know, if you want to join the Raggy Dolls, why is it you're doing an FYP? Because it's going to be a biased FYP. We have to have, you can't have an opinion on that on the Raggy Dolls. You have to support them. So you have no FYP really, do you? Because FYP, people want to see an FYP, but if you're going to support them all the time, you know what I mean? You have nothing.
But this is what I'm saying. So this said person was going on about how no one went in to give support. But I'm sorry, you were blocked, and a few other cult members went in there. They were blocked.
Yeah, for no reason. We don't even speak on this. I mean, why, Luna? What have you blocked the cult for? Have they spoken on you? Have they bullied you? No, because you were so desperate to get into the Raggy Dolls, because you have a hatred towards Zach, and because you're trying to build your platform up.
Exactly. So I think he should take that back in what he said, that no one else went over. Because people did go over, they just got blocked. So how is that even fair?
No, they're not daft, are they? They only do it. They only fight for a reaction.
Seriously, come on, give your head a wobble. You wanted other people to go over, but it seems like you only.
Why should people have to go over? Like, she was clearly doing it for fucking attention. Because one, she hasn't even come off the app. She's done this about 3 or 4 times. Like Angie said, like, if you're going to come off the app because you feel like you're getting bullied, you wouldn't make a song and dance about it. Just piss off the app for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Yeah. Like, why do you need to announce it and make 160 odd quid off it? It was all, but like, people are not realising like how fake like this actually is on TikTok, like how fake people are. Like, if she was genuinely that bothered, she wouldn't have done that. Like, if she was really that mental health was affected, then you would just switch off. Do you know what I mean? It's all a fucking bunch of fucking fakeness, honestly.
I mean, there was people that went over there, Linz, that genuinely, like, people had come into Angie's comments and been like, well, I tried to get in the box over there, but got blocked, got muted, got blocked. And it's like, so you can't turn around and say people didn't go over there for whatever reason.
I know. But no, she hasn't come off the app. No, she hasn't.
For whatever reason, people went over there, right? For whatever reason, people wanted to get in the box or they wanted to comment, but they got muted and blocked. So how is that fair? So you can't sit on your live and turn around and say
exactly
nobody came from the other side, or nobody else came in except.
So there you go.
You can't turn around and say that now.
Oh, my volume. Sorry, my volume turned.
So that specific person, who's, I'm not going to mention his name, but you know who you are. You turned around and said that no one came over, but they did, didn't they? That they got muted and blocked. So how is that fair?
Exactly.
Like, that's what I mean.
Is it the third time?
Yeah. Ange, when are you going to do your leaving live? Because I think it's about you're due for another one.
Have you got an announcement tonight at 8 o'clock?
I thought that was last night.
Did I miss it?
You didn't do anything.
Oh, sympathy for her. Like, I really haven't. Like, if you're gonna like play on like your mental health and say that you're affected, then you wouldn't have held a live like that for people to just pop in the box. They don't leave. Like, if you can block people who are trying to support you in the comments, and you can block trolls in the comments, so tell your mods to sort themselves out. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, listen, bullying is not acceptable on any level, right? But Angie gets her fair share. Angie gets way too much, not a fair share. Angie gets way too much bullying on this app, and it's not just from one person, it's from multiple people.
They're just hypocrites. That's all it is.
So,
and, you know, I'm not being funny, but half of them are on snow. You know, how can you follow someone with their morals?
Exactly. But like you said, they're just trying to recruit more people, aren't it?
Definitely. And they'll just all hang themselves. So stay strong, girl. Because you've got all this support.
They're wanting to build people's platforms, but I guarantee they're going to end up having to have a bad opinion on them.
Yeah.
At one point, they're going to have a bad opinion on them. You know, I'm like, oh my God, I built this person's, like when they did the CA, they, you know, had AB promoting her platform, you know, going live and making sure she goes live at this, because at that time she had good opinions on the clip. And that's what they want. But then as soon as she had a video that she didn't agree with, then they were like, you know, but they didn't build her up. This is a mistake they're making, building people's platforms that will eventually have something to say about them. You know, and they did that with CA.
built a platform. I'm not saying they built a platform, they didn't, but they did try to promote her when, because I was having beef with CA at the time, wasn't I? And I was saying, I'm doing the 11 o'clock, which I can never do because I'm always asleep. But I was saying that. But so they were trying to, make sure she gets all the views. And then she, turned on them. She had, had an opinion that they didn't like, and that was it.
Yeah, like that's a fine example. That's a fine example, Angie, of a couple of weeks ago when that happened, because like Luke was jumping in a box, AB was, like they were all like around alive because you had a bit beef, you were going back and forth with that, and then as soon as she had this other like opinion, like you said, that they don't like, then it all just flipped on her. Yeah. So it's just like, why can people not say what these are doing? I just feel like you've got to be careful whose platform you build, because once you build it up, they've got a voice, and eventually they'll have a voice that you do not like. And I'm gonna clap, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna be like, yes. Because I know what's going to happen with Luna. She will turn on one of them because they have that banter she does not like and she will not accept. Unless she's just, and I mean, if she does accept it, then we all know she's just wanting a platform. She doesn't care really about the bullying. But eventually, they're going to say something to her that she does not like, and it's going to upset her. And I'm going to go, yes, you built her platform right up, and now she's got a voice to turn, and she's turned on you.
You just got to sit and wait. That's all you got to do.
They're giving people voices because eventually they will turn on them. Yeah, it's true. She will attack because she's a very sensitive person, and they have that banter. It's not even banter; they're horrible. And they're going to say something to her, and she's going to have an opinion, and it's going to be all Miss Red's viewers listening to her opinion about her. This could actually affect the clique, to be fair.
I think Zach's in here now. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Angie, sorry, do you mind if I just say something very quickly?
What do you mean, Zach? Yeah, hi, Hanky Guy.
Sorry, I just wanted to say I find it very, it all seems to fit in very well how they, when has anyone ever come to Luna? Okay, but that one particular time she made the announcement, everyone was talking about it on the click side. Then everyone came to her. She had 6 people come toing her. And then she had 5,000 people. The only people that jumped in her box to support her and stuff like that were the clique. But then the next day, when she did hold alive and people were talking about it, none of the clique were to be seen. Yeah. Like none of the clique and no one. It's like almost like she's forgotten about it. It was just at one time. But my question is, why would you want to build Luna? Why would you? I don't understand why. What was the whole point of it? That's the bit that I'm not understanding.
Well, I think it's probably a good thing because she will turn on them because she's quite a sensitive person, isn't it? And you know what they're like. And then
they've already kind of failed.
Is to have a voice.
Because Luna's not gonna do FYP. Luna's not gonna Luna does Luna. No. She does her own thing. She doesn't. There's no the. I'm just trying to understand why. Why did they, out of all people, Luna? I can understand with Chippy. I can understand with CA because these people do FYPs and stuff like that. But what is it about Luna? Do you think they just did it to make themselves look good and stuff like that?
I think number one because they have a dislike for Zach. They all now Luna does. Number 2 to look good, and number 3 I think because to recruit more people, isn't it?
Oh shit! Kill 2 birds with one stone.
The main reason is because she has a dislike for Zach, and so do they.
No, because Pockers, John, and Zach, you build Luna up, and then that way you've knocked out Pockers, you've knocked out Zach. That's why they did it.
How have you knocked out Zach? I don't understand.
Sorry.
How do you knock out Zach? What do you mean?
No. Basically, the reason why. Because who did she mention? The people that were affecting her, were bullying her and stuff like that. Zach, Pockers, and John. She only meant those are the only people she was talking about.
Yeah.
And then literally it's trying to. Oh my God! It's trying to knock the. Oh, okay. I see.
The thing is, those raggy dolls were it's like they're just using any excuse to scrape the barrel with Zach. Zach seems to just stay in his own lane. He'll have his opinions on what's on the FYP, like every fucker does. Chippy, AB, and all the other ones. They're really obsessed with Zach, and they're just so jealous because he built his platform up like Angie, from nothing. Do you know what I mean? They've all had to clout off of the creators to get where they are. They've just got this proper jealousy for Zach. It's weird.
So do you see where people are coming from, Hungry Guy? When you look at something and you look at it from a different angle, you then see something you didn't see before, isn't it?
Do you know what, Smiled? I'm going to be honest with you. I think with me, I kind of like the drama a little bit. I see a lot of things. I see hell of a lot of things. But there's sometimes I like to keep things to myself because I like to see things how they plan out, how they play out. And for me, it's like all I'm going to say is look at where I'm always at. No matter what, look at who I'm always like behind and stuff like that. And I think that kind of says it all. But yeah, but it's God, I'm so happy I got kill 3 with 1 stone. I get it.
I'm going to drop.
Interesting.
Have a nice day. Thanks for having me in the box, and look after yourselves.
Yeah, I'm going to drop as well. I'm going to just go and reminisce a little bit. Anyway, thank you for letting me up, Angie.
Guys, hungry guys. I said that I inspired the boxers on her. Was she doing the boxers before I was doing the boxers?
No, you've done the boxes before her.
Right.
And she started letting them in, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, so, yeah. Right.
I hope people can just, really hope people can just sit down, open their eyes and watch and listen and see what we all see. Do you know what I mean?
Angie, I'd love to go back to a couple of years ago, like before all this FYP shit and stuff. I used to like TikTok then.
Yeah. Wasn't so toxic.
Nah, and it's just repetitive. It's just going round and round and round. Like, they clearly hate you. They're trying to get you off the app. They have been trying for years. I think they just need to admit defeat and just realise that they're not going to get you off this app. I think the more they try and get you off, the more, it pushes you to stay on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think the FYP has slowly ruined the app, I think. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's the FYP are doing FYP on other FYP people. Do you know what I mean? It's just going backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
It is.
It really needs to stop shouting. He really needs to just get some anisole on those piles that's on his arse and just keep the volume down, because he must have a fucking headache by the end of the day, him.
Oh my God, you make me laugh. Oh dear God.
What did you do last night, Ange?
Yeah, I think I did actually. Yeah, I did have a good sleep. Wasn't bad. I'll just get some food. My food, I haven't eaten yet. But yeah, I did.
See, I think the thing is with you, Ange, I think the special thing about you is that you don't have to do FYP to get the numbers in. You can do anything on your live and you'll still get the same people and the same support. Where, could you imagine Red trying to, do something different on the app? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she could. I don't know if she could. What content? She would have no content, would she?
It's the same with all of them. Luke, didn't he start off trying to do the debates, but he never got the numbers in, even though you used to promote him and come off when he was coming on. Do you know what I mean? So you helped him out. Luke goes on as if he's this big character, saying to people like me, oh, you'll never be a character, which I don't want to be. But you've got to remember, Luke started off gifting EQ big. He'd become her, I don't know if he'd become her more, but he was very close with EQ. Then he started licking up Red's arse, and then that's do you know what I mean? So that's how he's got his platform off licking arse, basically.
Yeah. It's not any pause bullying. Yeah. I don't know. There's no actual content really anymore, is there?
No, there isn't. We just want to bring the fun back to TikTok. Certain people aren't going to allow the fun back on TikTok, are they? Because they want all the drama. You know?
Yeah.
And Angie, you bastard, you.
FYP that makes people money, innit? Makes you money.
Yeah, true. I was going to say, you bastard, you let us down with the debates as well.
Oh yeah,
Angie, I feel as though I'm you're my parent and you keep promising to take us to the park and you keep letting us down.
Sorry guys, I know I was meant to do it. We'll have to do it next week, I think. I've been busy this week though, isn't it? Sorry guys.
I've had enough of it.
The amount of times, Linz, we've been put on the naughty step, eh?
Oh no, Linz. Lynn's got a warning. You always get a warning, Linz. What's the time anyway? 1:30.
I think I might drop before I get one.
Yeah, it's definitely your IP address, though, isn't it?
Nivea Q10 body serum lotion feels skin.
I might come off now anyway. To be fair, it's now 1:30. I've got to phone up about my phone. Oh, hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Hello.
Just
Hi,
a
was it
quickie.
about to come off, Ellie? Huh?
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, every time
Yeah,
that Ellie comes in, I'm like, oh, I'm off. I've got to phone up this. I've got to get this email this they sent me for the Argos. I've got to phone them because I think they came and I didn't hear the door. I'm just going to get them to rearrange it. Where's the number they came? Oh, there it is, order number. But where's their phone number? I'll call our team there. All right, guys, I'm going to come off and do this now.
All right, thank you for the gift, guys.
Bye,
See
everybody.
ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye, guys.
See you, friends.